Talking true crime with MJ. Cases on the screen, yeah, we main stage. Breaking down facts, every frame weight. City in a voice, every word blade. They throw dirt, plot in a group chat, smile in her face. Same ones who do that. Think she soft cause she cute, let them think that. Till they see how she moved and they fall back. Men locked and can't miss one show. Refresh page when the upload go. Women watch too, tryna study her glow. Some take notes, other ones throw stones. Convos with MJ, tap and stay live. Hit like his share, yeah, help her rise. They hate, they plot, but she built from fire. Click sub on a page if you feel that vibe. Hey. Combos with MJ, true cut like steel. Stream run deep, cause the pain's so real. They talk, but they can't break wheels. So like and subscribe if you know that feel. You count climb, that's the proof right there. Can't dim shine when the grind is rare. Self-made queen in a swivel back chair. Whole new world in a ring light glare. She stack funds, every post, every ad. Turning dark stories to a big brown bag. Knows the law, knows rights, never move sad. If you cross lines, then it's up, that's bad. Men obsessed, blowing up her DMs. I love you, marry me, she just skims. Women envy, wanna walk in her Timbs, but she stay or never trade for them. Convos with MJ, tap and stay live. Hit like his share, yeah, help her rise. They hate, they plot, but she built from fire. Click sub on a page if you feel that vibe. Convos with MJ, true cut like steel. Stream run deep, cause the pain's so real. They talk, but they can't break wheels. So like and subscribe if you know that feel. All that gossip, all that noise. Can't shake poise, can't steal voice. Can't stay clean, mind stay sharp. Heart stay strong in the deepest dark. Convos with MJ, tap and stay live. Hit like his share, yeah, help her rise. They hate, they plot, but she built from fire. Click sub on a page if you feel that vibe. Convos with MJ, true cut like steel. Stream run deep, cause the pain's so real. They talk, but they can't break wheels. So like and subscribe, let the fam all build.
What up, party people? How you doing? It's your girl, MJ. I am back. I know I've been away for a while. I apologize. As you know, I'm a workaholic. I'm always working, very busy, and I was really tired today. So I'm sorry I'm coming in a little late. I overslept. I was taking my old people nap, and I was like, oh, dang, I forgot what time it was. So I was like, I got to do this. So, make sure you're hitting the like button for me while you're coming in, and I truly appreciate it. Also, share this out to anyone who liked this type of commentary. We go over old cases, new cases, current cases, you name it, we do it here. And I also want to know whether or not you enjoyed the D4VD video. Shout out, put a 1 in the chat if you enjoyed it. I did get some feedback on it, so I appreciate the ones who did give me feedback on that video. I was waiting so long to put that out there for you. And I'm a perfectionist, and I still think there was a lot of things that I could have fixed with that video. But I wanted to definitely give that out to you while I couldn't go live, because I was too busy. So I was working on that like a little mad magician, just typing on the keyboard and stuff. And I was able to get that to you. So I truly appreciate you. Truly appreciate all of you who stopped by, come and say hi, hit the like button. Truly appreciate it. So let me go ahead and say hi to my day ones. I always appreciate when my day ones can come and support. Shout out to Miss J. Hola, mami. Que lo que. It's good to see you. Happy Saturday. I hope everything is going well with you, dear. Hope everything is going well. And we have the beautiful Miss Joanne. How you doing, my sis for Canada? Shout out to you. Thank you so much for being able to make it till alive. And I hope your Saturday is going well. Truly appreciate it. Truly appreciate it. Yes. Oh, thank you, Miss J. Thank you. I truly appreciate it there. Thank you. Yes, senior citizen nap. I'm not a senior citizen yet, but I'm getting there. I'm starting to feel it. I'm starting to feel it now. I'm like, I need like a little 20-minute, 30-minute nap now. Like doing one errand. Like, I gotta sit down for a moment. It comes with the old age, right? It comes while you get older. It is what it is. We just got to do what we got to do, right? Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you. I truly, truly appreciate it. Thank you. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Abdullah, how are you doing? Happy Saturday. Hope everything is well with you. And Louise, how you doing? Happy Saturday. Hope everything is well with you, sir. Hope everything is well. So, guys, like I said, I have 3 new cases for you. Make sure you just hit the like button for me if you're just stopping in to say hi. If not, you can always hit the down button. It still helps me. It still keeps me in the algorithm. It still helps the channel, okay? And please, at the end of the live stream, if you have any commentary, whether you like the show or you didn't like the show, go ahead and put it down in the comment section because I do read my comments and I do heart them. And I do enjoy good criticism, right? So it doesn't matter. Participation and engagement is what matters to me the most, okay? Okay. Let's see. No, we don't do that. We don't do that there. Costa Q, we don't do that there. But shout out to you. Man, yeah, I probably menopause is worse. Probably menopause is definitely worse. I agree. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I haven't wore these in like years. The butterfly earrings. Yeah, I haven't wore it in years. Like seriously. Let's see. Well, sometimes people stutter. It is what it is, right? All right. So the first case that I have for you, good folks, is going to be. Let's see which one I want to do. We're going to do about the police captured a Florida's smartest killer. So I guess this guy was somewhat of a genius, but I don't think he's that much of a genius if he got caught, right? But we're going to go over it and we're going to just see how this goes. So go ahead and let me pull up the screen and we can get into it. All right. I hope you can see my screen. And here we go.
Hello.
What's up, little man?
You know we were here? Is your mama home? No.
Outside this Florida home, officers have just arrived to meet with the children of 32-year-old Kayla Atwood. Kayla has been missing for the past 8 days as she mysteriously disappeared from everyone's lives. What no one knows is that the man behind it is watching their every move.
That's my mom.
That's your mom? Well, that's a coincidence.
Just past the truck?
Mama didn't even stop.
So yes.
Kind of weird.
He has spent weeks plotting one of the most perfect murders these Florida cops have ever seen, erasing any trace of his crimes, deleting surveillance footage, manipulating everyone around him, and leading them on a false trail of suspects.
Who knocking on my door? You gonna hit that door with respect. Police department. Yeah, what's up?
As this investigation continues, cops will be forced to solve a crime dancing in the palm of a killer's hands, trying to catch him before he gets away.
Your brother is under arrest for murder. We found her body, okay? We found her grave, okay?
On January 2nd, 2024, police in Pensacola, Florida were called by a man requesting a welfare check on the children of 32-year-old Kayla Atwood. He claimed that the children were being neglected and left alone to fend for themselves. When police arrived on the scene, however, they were met with something very different. 3 children who were capable, well taken care of, and unbeknownst to everyone, just hours away from losing their mother forever. All because of the mysterious man who made that welfare check call.
Hello.
What's up, little man?
How are you? Great. What are you up to today? You know we were here? No? Oh, that was just pure coincidence then, huh? Is your mama home?
No.
No? What about grandparents, daddy, anybody? Adult? What? You just chilling?
Yeah. That's my mom.
That's your mom? Well, that's a coincidence.
Just passing the truck?
In the midst of the confrontation, the kid does what kids do best: mess up plans. Police turn to see a white truck passing by slowly, the driver clearly gawking at the scene. They couldn't see the driver, but given the fact that the boy was convinced it was his mother behind the wheel of the familiar car, they didn't need much else. In reality, the car wasn't being driven by their mom. It was being driven by her killer, something that police are completely oblivious to as they walk back to their cruisers.
No, this is kind of like a judgment call.
It's 11-12, right?
Yeah.
It seemed fine.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we just came to check on you all.
Hey, Mr. Bot, how are you doing?
Okay.
Happy
All right.
Saturday.
Thank you.
You take care. Yeah, that's,
Yep. Splitting hairs, kind of.
yeah. I may swing back by and talk to Mama.
Mama didn't even stop.
No, he said, that was Mama right there.
Right, and she just kept going.
Yeah. So yes.
Kind of weird.
Weird is an understatement, but surprisingly, police discover there is no white truck registered to Kayla Atwood. A mother of 4 struggling to raise all of her children between the ages of 11 and just 13 months old, Kayla largely relied on the kindness of others to get rides to and from work, and to and from her children's daycare. The last time Kayla was ever seen was at daycare drop-off on the morning of the 3rd, so police decide to start there. Interested to see who may have helped her drop off the kids. The answer they
So that's kind of suspect, right? The son that was left unattended in the house, and I don't know if the other kids are there. He recognized the white truck, meaning he's seen his mom get in that truck or out of that truck before. He doesn't know that that's not his mother's truck. He just knows that whenever she comes in and he goes to the window and he sees her come out of it, she's coming out of that truck. It's kind of suspicious, but technically not necessarily suspicious. If you're somebody who committed a crime, a lot of people do go back and they try to check to see if they planned everything out correctly. Did they get rid of all the evidence that can link them to that? Who's showing up at the house? Some really do that. And obviously the person who was driving that truck was going around to see who's coming to the house and what's going on, the commotion that's going on over there. I'm glad that they're starting to, they went and checked to find out if that, if a white car or even a white truck is even registered to that mom. So now that they know that she didn't have a vehicle because she's a single mother who was trying to take care of 4 children, now they can start to pinpoint who is she getting rides from. And since now the child just said, hey, that's my mom, meaning they have seen their mom in that vehicle. Now they just have to understand who is in her immediate life that she is getting rides from on a regular basis. And they can start from there. But already, if you really think about it, it's very sad because they don't even know what's going on with their mom. You know, they probably think their mom is at work. They probably think their mom is coming home soon. This probably is not the first time that the kids have been left in the house unattended or with the older children. So far it's not looking too good. It's really not looking too good. But let's go on.
they get from the daycare secretaries is clearly not what they were imagining.
Do you guys know what she drives or what she was driving that day?
I don't know.
Okay. U-Haul. A U-Haul?
I believe a Penske.
A Penske or U-Haul? A big truck?
A moving. You're right.
Oh. Okay. They think that she was driving either a U-Haul or a Penske, but a moving truck, which is consistent with what she drives when she's working. But the
Penske. Yeah.
Police review footage, showing them a snapshot of a giant yellow van. They can't make out who is at the driver's wheel, but Kayla is seen very clearly getting inside. Desperate for answers, police rush to speak with the person the car is registered to, the owner of a local tire business.
Morning, how you go?
How are you, sir? Sorry to come over like this.
That's okay. What happened?
So my name's Detective Chica. We're at the Pensacola Police Department, and basically we're investigating a case. We believe one of the vehicles at the tire shop may be involved in it, and we're trying to get some more information kind of about the company and what vehicle.
Okay, which vehicle are you looking at?
It's a Penske, like yellow box truck.
Box truck?
It's a yellow box truck, Penske, with a white sign on the door.
St. Johnstown. When did this get an accident?
It's not an accident, but it's involved in some report. So we're just trying to figure out, how long you had it, or if you drive it.
Tony drives it.
Finally, after days of investigation, police have their first solid lead, Tony, the only person with access to the truck on the day that Kayla was seen getting into it, the very same day she went missing. Police hurry to his house to question him at the station, and right away it's clear that he's on edge. Yet interestingly, he doesn't ask what they need to question him about. And if you enjoy killers like this, realize they're not winning an Oscar, subscribe, and check out our Spotify, where we upload podcasts every week.
Tony, hey, my name's Detective Chicha from the Pensacola Police Department. Your name's come up in an investigation conducting. Okay. I was hoping you come back to the police department.
Okay, when?
Right now, it's.
Damn.
When Tony arrives at the station, police waste no time getting down to business.
So, like I said, we do have a report. We're investigating a missing person, and I don't know if you know her, but her name's Kayla Atwood. Are you familiar with that name? Okay. So during my investigation, your name came up, so I want to talk to you.
Thank you, dear sir. Thank you so much for the like button. Appreciate it. Have a wonderful Saturday.
Okay. So this week, did you work this week? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have any females that you came in contact this week that you wouldn't typically? No. Okay. So, and the reason I'm asking this, right, is because this isn't something that I just got today. It's something I've been investigating for a little while now. So going forward, I just want to urge you to be honest, okay? Because whatever we talk about doesn't matter. But basically, the reason that we ended up here is because you drive like a yellow Penske truck, right?
Yeah.
So that yellow Penske truck is seen on video camera. And Kayla is seen getting into that. So is there anybody that you went with this week while you were dropping off tires and stuff like that?
Yeah, I had a female rider with me, but she's a dog.
She's a what?
She's a dog.
An adult?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And so what is her name?
Damn. All I know is pretty.
Pretty?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just.
So, if he would have asked, what is this all about? I mean, once they came up to his house and said, "Hey, you're under investigation," I would have been like, what for? What's going on?" And then they would have probably proceeded to give her a little bit, give him just a little bit more information, in regards of maybe the vehicle as a part of the investigation, the vehicle that he's driving. It did kind of seem a little bit suspicious that he didn't ask any question and he was just like, damn. And he just went with them down to the to the station. As you can see right now, he still doesn't really necessarily understand what's really going on. He's trying to, like, figure out what necessarily to say. I mean, because for what he know, all he have done is just drive the vehicle. Yes, he has women catch rides from time to time, and he don't think there's no harm in that, no harm and no foul. That's what I'm actually kind of getting from him, his energy. He don't really necessarily think that he did anything wrong. So this is why it's very important to, I guess, find out the timeline from when he picked her up and where he dropped her off at and what time did that happen, because we don't know if she picked up a ride with someone else, right? So this is probably what they're going to start asking him right now is, hey, after this individual, this identifying this woman that you was with on this particular day, what did you do afterwards? Did you pick her up afterwards, or did you see her leave with someone else? Did she notify you that she was going to catch a ride with someone else? What is your relationship with the women? This is what they're going to start asking right now to see if he's going to be truthful, honest, and whether or not if there's any connection with said individual that they're looking for. But let's go on.
If it's a dark-skinned female that stayed on Belmont, yeah.
Just like that, Tony's been caught in a lie, and saying she's an adult to justify being caught in a lie is as strange as the story he's about to give.
So her family has reported missing, so that's how we ended up here.
Oh.
So can you tell me how you met Pretty?
Online. Yeah. Yeah, she rode with me.
When did y'all start talking?
Let me see what day was that. That was Tuesday. I think she rode with me Tuesday and Wednesday, because I didn't see her last few days. I didn't try to contact her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Tuesday, and I'm not familiar. What website is this? Or application? Tag. Okay.
That's how I met her.
Tag. And so it just says yes. Do you have a vehicle? Was there any conversation before that?
No. actually, what it was is she asked me to drop her kids off at daycare.
Okay. And so then you take kids over to school, drop them off, and then what do y'all do the rest of the day?
Well, she rode with me, and then I dropped her off about 2 o'clock.
Okay.
That was Wednesday.
Hey, Lord, how you doing? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm not familiar with the Tag website, so inform me if you can. But is Tag like one of those hookup dating sites or whatever?
Dating site.
So when you match with somebody, like, do you expect to meet to hook up, or did y'all ever discuss that?
Okay. So number one, that's just so dangerous. I'm gonna say stay off these dating websites and apps. Like, don't do it. Please, please don't do it. Don't even attempt it. And this is not only just for women, this is also for men too, right? Because a lot of men get set up, by stick up queens and all that stuff like that, pick up artists. Just don't do it. Just stay off those apps. But this one is kind of a little disturbing. He said that he only met her on Tuesday and he picked her up. She asked him to drop her kids off at daycare. Now, normally, here's the thing. I guess maybe she must have been with her, because normally a daycare would not accept anyone that's not on the list to drop those kids off or pick those kids up. So I don't think I hope she didn't just leave her kids, with a complete stranger and had him just drive them, and they just got out the car and whatever not and went inside the center. Apparently she was with him. So, okay. So we'll leave it like that. Cause I was just thinking, wait a minute. Okay. But yeah, so she's literally going throughout the day with him driving, I guess him doing his job and errands. And then he decided to drop her off at 2 a.m. I'm wondering whether or not if she had a job or whether her shift was later on in the evening. And that's why she used the morning time when she dropped off her kids to spend a little bit more time and talking to the individual. But it did caught my attention that the first thing that he said was, well, the woman that I was with was an adult. So this means to tell me that he probably uses this dating app frequently. And he thought that this might be a situation where he might have been dealing with an underage girl. So he wanted to clear the waters. Hey, the person I was with was an adult. So let's go on a little bit more.
You know what? When she asked me, did I have a ride? I asked her, yeah, why? And then she asked me, she was trying to take her kids to daycare. And I told her, I'll take you, drop them off. And that's what I did.
The story seems unlikely, but police do know for certain that Kayla used Tag, a dating site that connects people who live in the same area. So they continue to dig. If they can prove that Tony dropped Kayla off, then his hands are clean. If not, things aren't going to end well for him.
Did you see or interact with anybody else?
There was a guy who pulled up.
Okay.
He pulled up, and I guess she was talking to him.
Please, I appreciate
and I remember
it.
him backing up, asking me, do she work with me? She was like, pull off. And I was like, what? I just pulled it on off.
Okay. Did you talk to him?
No.
What did he look like?
He was a dark-skinned guy. It looked like he had a pool kind of truck. I don't know if it was pool stuff on the back.
Do you remember what color it was or what kind of
It
truck?
was a all white truck, pickup truck.
Newer or older?
Older truck, like a work truck.
Does that ring a bell? The mention of a white work truck catches law enforcement's attention.
I agree.
The day the
Let's
welfare
see,
check
straight
was
up.
called in on Kayla's kids. The day before she went missing, a white truck was seen driving by slowly, a truck that the kids pointed to and said, Mom. For the first time, police are asking themselves, what if Kayla wasn't driving that white truck that day?
I mean, so far to me, he seems like he's being very honest. He's not really necessarily hiding anything with him. He's letting him know, yes, I linked up with a woman on a local dating app in the neighborhood. I dropped her kids off for her. I spent time with her in the vehicle talking or whatever not. She ran, she helped run errands with me. And then I dropped her off at 2 a.m. Now he's telling about a man approaching him after he dropped her off, or I guess she left with him, right? The man says something kind of weird to him, like, oh, are you her working buddy and stuff like that? That gives me the sense of an intimate partner, or ex or somebody kind of being a little jealous, seeing another man around this particular woman. So now to link it to the fact that this same guy had the same white truck that was literally driving by when the police initially went to the house to do a wellness check and found the children there unattended, it kind of like starts to link things together. So now they're going to have to find out who is the individual with the white truck. And then remember, the kid said mommy. So like I said, this is a truck that the kid have seen their mom in probably more than once. And they associate that truck with their mom coming home or leaving. So that means it has to be another individual that's involved. We got to find out who that is. Is it the father? Is it a ex-partner, ex-boyfriend? We don't know. So this is what they're going to start looking at. They're going to continue to ask some questions, but it's good that this particular person stated someone else, right? But remember, in the beginning, this title said that this killer was somewhat of a genius, how he set everyone up and he set all these pieces. If this man is the actual killer or the supposed suspect that they need to be questioning, he just did the ultimate Uno reverse, right? He literally led the detectives to start searching and looking for someone else. And if everything correlates correctly, like, yes, she was in a vehicle. He admitted that. Yes, he had, he took her kids to school that day. Yes, he said that he dropped her off that day. Yes, he had information about a white truck that he doesn't own, right? So that's a lot of information that would help the detectives to move on and look for another suspect, especially if everything clears out. So that's very strategic. If it is him, that's very, very strategic. Strategic. Let's see. Miss J said that app is pure trash. Yes. Lord ADS says, I don't think he dropped her off. If he's the genius behind this, yeah, he didn't drop her off. Yes, and please hit the like button for me. I truly appreciate it. Truly appreciate it. Miss J said, oh, I saw this case. Oh, you saw it? Don't tell us. Don't tell us. I haven't seen this case yet. I'm looking at it together with you. All right, here we go.
How would you describe the demeanor of the guy in the white truck?
You know, he didn't come off as a brother. You know, it was like he was so too curious.
Sebastian, how are you, darling? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Hope everything's going well.
Put off. That's just my brother. Yeah, I just pulled off. He was like, where y'all work at? Just pulled it off.
Well, we may have covered it. Do you remember what he looked like?
Dark
You
skin.
said dark skin.
Yeah, he didn't get out the truck, no. Because I guess he was, I'm assuming that he was working. Because he had a pickup truck, he had stuff on the back.
Okay, so
you know, like pool, could have been pool stuff, construction stuff, like
Police aren't sure they buy Tony's story. To get to the bottom of it, they survey neighbors in the area to see if anyone has footage of Kayla being dropped off at home by him and picked up by a white truck. Instead, they're met with their most shocking lead yet. A neighbor of Kayla reports that Kayla's ex-boyfriend had already stopped in to ask about the footage. And not just ask, but delete it.
But the first time he came to the front door telling about what was kind of going on. She's going to be kidnapped, the mom. Now that's what he told me. I don't know.
Nobody has even reported her missing yet.
Oh, okay.
It's suspicious. She's not on her social media sites. We can't find her phone. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't mean to say that then. Just tell me what he said, though.
No, the truth is the truth.
That is some bold ass shit to tell the neighbor that you are planning to kidnap their neighbor, this young mom. And to tell you the truth, the reason why I think that was done strategic. Like my spider senses is tingling. I think that he put that egg out there because remember, the guy, if we think that the guy that they initially just interrogated, if we think that he's the suspect, it makes perfect sense for him to go there to the neighbor and say, I'm the ex-boyfriend. You see me at the house and stuff like that. I'm going to kidnap her, right? And then he tells the police when they bring him down for questioning, I only met her 3 days ago, because now you're not going to say that he's the ex-boyfriend, right? Because he said that he only met her 3 days ago on a dating app. But now the neighbor knows, okay, yeah, the ex-boyfriend came around here and he said he was going to kidnap her. He went and got the cameras, he deleting it. And until they can put his face and that person in the interrogation room face together and link that it's the same person, right now, it's all eyes is going to be on this ex-boyfriend that they don't have a face or a description of, right? So now it also gets the neighbors involved, right? They will have to come down once they start to arrest someone. They will have to come down and do the perp watch and point out who this person is or who this particular person is, so they can know that's the same person. But right now, without that information to confirm that, it looks like there's 2 other people that's involved in this. They didn't even identify that she was missing. They didn't even say that anything happened to her per se. They just noticed that she kind of like disappeared. Ooh, that's something else. And shout out to Moa for sending 10 jewels, the floating heart. Thank you so much, Moa. Thank you so much. Happy Saturday, sir. Happy Saturday. Truly appreciate you. Thank you. And once again, thank you so much again, Moa, for sending 10 jewels, the floating heart. Truly appreciate you. Thank you so much. I love and appreciate all the support that you do for the channel, Moa. Thank you so much. And Sebastian said, she goes missing. Now they know where to look. Now he's showing premeditation. Yes, absolutely. He is showing premeditation. Definitely. All right, let's go on a little bit more.
Just hours after Kayla disappeared, her ex-boyfriend Mikhail Fountain went to the neighbors and requested footage to solve her kidnapping, despite the fact that she hadn't even been reported missing. According to the neighbor, he deleted all of the footage from the night of her disappearance, conveniently erasing any trace of him being there. But there are signs.
What was he driving when he came by, you remember?
First time he's in a little white truck.
Okay, that's him,
with
yeah.
the make and model.
Surely you caught that one, right? Mikhail, Kayla's ex, drives a white truck, and as it turns out, he was the one to call in the welfare check the day before Kayla went missing, after which he drove by her house, watching his uncalled-for report unfold. Police quickly bring him in for questioning, where he does what he does best, go into full F-boy mode, and I mean that in a derogatory way.
So, when did you find out Kayla was missing?
I found out Kayla when the sister called me.
Okay, when was that?
Matter of fact, I found out that day the police stayed right beside me.
Mm-hmm.
She never called me. We were looking for the other girl. And the police was going in the house with the other police. Mm-hmm. And then when she seen me and she had what's my number, I gave her my number to her. She said, you know, my sister missing. I said, you know, your sister been left each other alone because we were never going together. So I don't know why y'all think we were going. She got her husband. She married. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And shit like that. Used to help her out, take her kids to daycare, drop her off, and shit like that. She do some work for me and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. In fact, that's it.
Kayla and Mikhail were evidently exclusive for several months before Kayla ended things with Mikhail. And when you're a control freak, the last thing you want is to be broken up with.
She called me.
I'm wondering, why would he try? I mean, I know why, but it doesn't make any sense to try to say like, oh, we were never together, or try to minimize your relationship. If the kids can point you out, if the neighbors can point you out, you was over there more than once, bud. It wasn't no one night stand. You was laid up, okay? You was laid up, feet up, eating the kids' fruit snacks. You was that guy. You was that guy, okay? You are known. So I don't understand why he would take this route. It would have been more honest for him to just say, yeah, we were in a relationship. It broke up at a certain particular time. I don't know if he is the father to any of her children. We don't know this. It still haven't been confirmed whether or not if any of her the boyfriends are the father of children, or if the father of children was like the guy with the truck. We don't know yet. They haven't gotten into those details about that yet. but you can already tell that he's somewhat hiding something, because this is a tactic that a lot of people use, especially slick talkers, right? And narcissistic individuals. They usually run their mouth, right? They usually ramble and they want to give you a whole bunch of filibuster, a whole bunch of like throwing in fill-in words and fill-in statements and fill-in stories just to make it seem more plausible or it seem more reasonable. And you have to be like careful with that. Like when everyone want to give you all this detail, especially some details that you didn't ask for. Yeah, because they're trying to hide something. They're trying to give you all this information that will suffice and you'll be comfortable with it. So they don't have to actually tell you what you're actually looking for or even answer the question, right? Let's see. Ms. J said plot thickens. Yes, it does. Sebastian said he can try deleting the photos all he wants. They're still gonna find it. Yeah, absolutely. Well, clearly they did. Yep. Yeah. Ms. J said, did he say she was married? I'm not sure. I have to. Let's see if he says it again. But I don't know. I don't think he said that she was married. Lord ADS said, who has a one-nighter and a day later take the kids to school? Right, exactly. Nobody does that. Nobody does it. I don't know nobody who's going to be like, hey, this is a one-night stand. We just going to, we're going to Netflix and chill, but I'm going to act like stepdaddy and take your kids to daycare. I don't know no man doing that. Not no one-night stand. Now, if they were in a relationship or they was investing in each other, meaning she take care of him, cook, clean, whatever not, he gives her a little money, he takes her to takes her to work, pay a bill, then I see that happening. I see that happening. So I agree. Let's hear what else he has to say.
Again, I answer the phone. I said, what's up? This is on the second. I said, what's up? Can you take my kid to daycare? I said, tell your new man to do it. Yeah, I will. Alright, so I roll by there. I see her pick the kids in the work box truck. You know what I'm saying? Big old box truck right there. Big part right there. I talked to her. She pulled up. She came out the door. I was just riding by. When I seen her, she come up the door like this. I grabbed back. I said, what's up? What you got going on? I'm finna go to work. I said, what kind of work you doing? I grabbed back. I said, hey, bro. I said, she work for you? Was she on the clock? Yeah, she worked for me. I said, okay, see, okay. I said, okay, then. Okay, then, all right. I said, the name of the game there. I know you finna go trip that dude. You know what I'm saying? I know you finna go trip that dude like that. She's talking about that. You always think like that. You don't want me with you. You? I said, go sit. Ain't gonna do what you got to do. I said, how long you been?
So remember what I tell you about when people always come out and the initial things is they always want to say something bad about a particular victim, or like I always frown upon that, because why are you initially trying to paint a negative side to this particular person, right? And if you actually cared about this person, depending on what your relationship is, whether it's a friendship, an intimate partner, your wife, your spouse, whatever, you don't normally, the first thing you go to tell a stranger is the negative things about them. I always find that very weary when they do that. And he's actually doing that right now. Now he's trying to say that she was tricking. Right? He's trying to say that she was tricking and the guy was tricking on her and she's about to deal with him, mess with him, be in the bed with him. And it's like, why is that being thrown out right now? You still haven't even asked him simple question. Is she okay? Is she missing? What happened? Why am I really down here? Why are you speaking to me? Is it just because I had some involvement with her? I don't know what's going on. You haven't heard any of that. All he went is to, he was there, he saw her, some guy, he questioned her relationship with this guy and why he's driving her. He assumed that she's about to sleep with him. They had a little argument about that. And I find all of that odd. I don't know if anybody else find it odd, but I find it odd in this type of situation. Yes, go ahead and double tap the screen for me. Like the video. Truly appreciate it. Truly appreciate it. And if you want, you can always join the membership with the Corner Crew if you would like. Truly appreciate it, Miss Jalen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hi Nathan, how you doing? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Let's go on.
Knowing it, dude. You know what I'm saying? Dude kept looking through the mirror like this.
Was he in the car?
In the truck.
Did he ever get out?
He never got out.
And so the last time you talked to her was then?
It was on the second.
Okay. Did you call her? Did she call you any other time?
She called me. Asked me about the kids this morning. That's it.
That morning, but did she call you anytime after that? After the Penske truck thing?
She didn't call me about that. I called the police. Okay. I will call the police DCL.
When was that?
That same day.
Okay.
I called the police for a welfare check, and the police told me, hey, no.
Happy Saturday, Mega.
The kids stay home by themselves. I don't want to call the police.
Why'd you call the police?
Because she went to Mobile and she left some kids in the house. I'm more concerned about the kids than anything. I said, man, you leave your kids in the house by themselves, man. You tripping, man. I won't call DCF and call the police.
How you know she was in Mobile?
Huh? Because she told me she was going to Mobile. And what to do, you know what I'm saying? In the work truck.
Just because I didn't hear you say that earlier.
Yeah. Because she told me that. So I said, okay, man, that's done, man. I'm going.
But why'd you go back by the house?
Why I go back by the house?
Yeah.
I ain't never go back by the house.
You had to go back there to see the kids were there, right?
No, I ain't never go back to the house. I called the police. That's
what I'm just trying to figure out, like, how...
She been doing this.
Uh-huh.
She always do this. She always leave her kids in the house by themselves.
So that can be easily challenged, right? Because remember, the detectives went and spoke to the neighbors first. I'm sure they questioned her movements in that neighborhood. Was she always around her kids? Was she always working? Did she always leave her kids in the house? Was she always getting rides from random men? Was random men coming in her house? All of that information they probably already got already. So again, the way that he's painting it will raise red flags if I was in a room with him. Why are you going out of your way to say negative things about this woman? And apparently you were so concerned about the kids, but you're not concerned about her. You still haven't asked, where is she? What's going on? Did something happen? Is she missing? What? Right? And then he kind of gave himself up, right? He said that he knew that she was going to Mobile. So obviously this got to be Alabama, right? Mobile, Alabama. And the detective said, how do you know that? Oh, she told me. Really? But wasn't you just saying earlier that you wasn't really in touch with her and you was just worried about the kids because she quote unquote do this all the time? And then she got in a car with some guy and you asked what was the what was their engagement? What was their involvement? Why you're getting in the car with her? You said that y'all broke up a long time ago. So why would she be telling you anything like that? Why would she tell you that she's going to Mobile, but not tell you, hey, can you watch the children? That don't make no sense. Why would she tell you that she's going to Mobile, but not to take care of her kids if she's going to be away for a while? But she would tell a stranger, can you drop my kids off at the daycare? But you're Mr. I'm so concerned about the children, but not enough that she didn't trust you to watch the children? And then you said you knew that the kids were there. She does it all the time. So when she caught you out there, so you did go back. No, I didn't go back. Really? But we seen your vehicle. You went back. You went around circle the block. You, Mr. I called the cops because I knew the kids was home and I was by themselves and I was wondering if they're okay. How do you know that the kids was home by themselves? And why have you only called the cops now? Why you didn't call the cops all the other times, according to your words? Why you didn't call the cops all the other times that she left the kids unattended? This is what happens when you talk too much and you do word vomit, right? You try to throw out so much information to make her look bad, to make her look like a bad mother, to make her look like, she's reckless, right? If she does things or if she's promiscuous. You're trying to throw out all these things about her. And you got caught in your lie not once, but twice. Because a lot of stuff don't make sense. You couldn't know that the children were home unless you went there to see that the children was home by themselves, right? It's terrible. Sebastian said, yeah, that doesn't sound accurate to me either. No mother would leave their kids with a perfect stranger to drop them off anywhere. Exactly. Leave it with the perfect stranger, but not with the guy that you was in a relationship with 6 months, and potentially maybe one of the children is his children, and this is why he was concerned. I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, he talks too much. He talks too much. But let's go on.
Mama smoked. And that's
But how'd you know the kids were there?
Because that's what she do. What do you mean? When she go there, I said, I know the kids in the house. You know what I'm saying? And I said, damn, man. I said, you gonna leave your kids in the house like that? She said, shit, she been doing it. You know what I'm saying? She been doing it. So, see, I said, okay, see. She said, yeah, that's my new man.
Mm-hmm.
I said, lose my number. I'm bugged up, delete your number. You blocked. I said, you blocked. Shit. I said, man, you ain't the only woman I got. I got 33 women.
Mm-hmm.
You think I got you?
Was anything else said at that time?
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Mikhail can try every excuse in the book, but the fact of the matter is there's no excuse for deleting the footage off the neighbor's camera. It sure is fun to watch him try, though.
You go out to
I never went to the daycare.
You go out canvassing for video. You talk to the neighbors to ask to look at their cameras. You do all this stuff, and you don't call Kayla?
Call Kayla? No. I called Kayla. I called her 3-4 times. Phone said going to the answer machine.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, I called 3-4 times. Yeah, I called 3-4 times. The phone kept going. Her mama called me. Her mama said, can you go by there and get the dog out the house? Cause there's people coming. I got to clean up my house. I said, that's not my dog. So her sister called me. Her sister said, when her sister on the phone, talking about the dog's still over there. Her sister said, nah, my nephew Ben came and got the dog. I said, shit. And then I told her mama, I said, shit, I won't. If she called me, I'll let you know. Her mama said, shit, she can't come back here. She get that shit can get up out my house. Yeah.
So you did try to call?
Yeah, I did try to call. Yeah, I did try to call.
Okay.
Yes.
Which phone?
Huh?
Which phone?
The phone you got.
Okay.
I did try to call.
Can I see those calls?
Yeah, you can be able to get those calls.
Can I see those?
Yeah, you can be able to get those calls. Yeah, I did try to call. I tried to call, get the sister and do all that shit. And
Police take a look at the messages Mikhail sent to Kayla checking in with her, along with the calls. I should say, they would look at the messages if they existed. The thing is, they don't, and police are about to call Mikhail out on it.
Where are all the other messages between them?
all these, my message don't say it like that. You got this. My brother, I reach all my shit. Every day I reach all my stuff.
Oh, that's not true, because there's messages on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Monday.
What is he talking about? How you gonna say, yeah, I did all these calling and messages. I called the mama. I called Kayla 4 or 5 times. I was reaching out, and you were bold enough to say, okay, well, where did you call from? Oh, yeah, the cell phone that y'all retrieved. Okay, so can we look at it? Yeah, sure. Go ahead, pick up the phone. You go and pick up the phone, and there's no messages between you or Kayla, you or her mother, or you calling her. And now you're, because you got to think on your toes, because you try to play, you try to call their bluff by saying, hey, yeah, you can have my phone. I have nothing to hide. They're like, okay, we're going to really actually go look in your phone, and you're going to show us. Now it's like, oh, no. See, I delete everything. So every single day, I delete all my stuff because, my storage on my phone ain't that good. I only got 1 terabyte. I only got 1 terabyte. So I got to delete. I don't got 8 terabytes like everybody else. So, my plan, I got Cricket Mobile. I got to delete stuff or my phone gonna mess up. This is your excuse now. Then why would you so confident to say, yeah, you're going to go back and you're going to see these messages. Now, when they don't see it and they're like, okay, so where is the call log? Where's the call log that you called Kayla? Where's the call log that you called mother? Oh no, I delete all that. But you didn't delete everybody else that you speak to on the phone. You don't delete all the other messages for the other people that's in your phone. You didn't come on, guy. It's like there's at this point, there's too much evidence that is being removed or not there when it comes down to Kayla, not with anybody else. And then again, you still cannot explain to them, why would you go over to the neighbor's house and ask them to delete the footage of that day that will show that you were at her house the day that she went missing. Why would you go and delete the footage? And then you made the statement that you was going to kidnap her. Like, you still cannot explain that away. And you can't tell me that's a joke. They ain't no joke telling a complete stranger that you don't know that you're going to kidnap their neighbor. Like, are you crazy? You got to be crazy, you know? Because I don't know, why would you even think that's funny? It's insane. He's really all over the place right now, and I can tell that he's scrammering, but he's a con artist, right? He's quick with his he got his wits about him. He's quick to throw out something and make it stick, right? And this is how somebody who usually manipulates and they usually get over with their words and word vomit. They operate in this way. They're very quick when they told to throw something out. No, that see, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. This was actually what happened. I'm telling you, this is exactly what happened. I went this and I did that. And this person is a problem, but I did this. I'm sure I did this. Sebastian said he's absolutely terrible at lying. He will just make it easier for the investigators to find out it's him. Yes, I agree. He would have did his best bet if he could actually pin more evidence on another person and made it stick, because him going into this interrogation situation, this is not his role. Everything else, the plotting, the planning, probably getting rid of evidence and all the stuff like that, okay, but this ain't his wave. He need to stay out of this type of situation right now.
I mean, it goes back to this.
No, like this. When we broke up, I erased all that shit out my phone.
How are you, darling? I hope you're doing well.
That's how I got her.
Thank you so much.
So like this one right here.
See, I don't see where you called her any other time in here.
Yeah.
Other than 5 hours ago.
Yeah, that's the only time I called, and then she. I'm too trying.
Yeah, in the last few days, she's not. I don't see her in here. So.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then I call on my other phone.
Okay.
I call on my other phone. She ain't.
Can I see those phone calls on the other phone?
I ain't got. It's out the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, because what happened to the phone? Don't you have another phone on you? Okay. When we pulled up on you, you had two phones.
Yeah, that's out the house. Okay. My other phone, that shit don't even work.
Okay. Just because if you said there's calls on it, I would like to see those.
You got to be on Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now this is the picture right here. This is the last time we went together. You go right here. Yeah.
For days, police pursued every lead, getting closer and closer to finding justice for Kayla and her 4 darling children. Tragically, on the 11th of January, things got worse before they got better. Because in a shallow grave on the edge of town, police located the body of 36-year-old mother of 4, a hard worker, a dedicated mother, sister, and friend. And they know who took her. So much so that very day they stormed Mikhail's parents' house, where they knew he was hiding.
Pensacola police!
You gonna hit that door with respect. Police department. Yeah, what's up?
Get Mikhail.
For what? We just got Mikhail out of jail.
Get Mikhail
Man, you better get that goddamn gun off, man.
Get Mikhail outside.
For what?
So we can arrest him.
For what?
Again. For a warrant.
Wait, show me the warrant.
Go get him or we're coming after him.
Sir, if you
do you want me to pull you out of the way?
Move, man.
Do you want me to pull out of the way?
Get Mikhail.
Man, I'm not scared of gun, dude.
You were scared.
I'm just letting I pay too much money. I work too hard for this.
Nah, I ain't here for you.
Look, come on, man. We're just here for him.
For what? For what?
He's got a warrant.
For what?
He's got a warrant.
For what? Why y'all playing a game?
We'll explain it here in a minute.
No, explain it now.
When he's out here,
I told you he has a warrant.
When he's out here,
for what? Show me the warrant.
I'm not showing you anything.
Why not? Why
because
not?
We're going to get him in custody, and then you can.
No, show me the warrant. That's my. We just went and got him out of jail. Show me the warrant.
We can either get him now, or we're going to come and get him. We're going to come into your house.
Hey, show me the warrant. Show me the warrant. If you ain't got a warrant,
sir, focus on me. You're talking to me.
Hey man, I'm tired of dealing with you people, man.
You got 5 seconds, and I'm going to.
So listen, I don't really necessarily feel bad about how his father is feeling right now. Apparently they went and just got him, right? And then now they're coming to arrest him because they got enough evidence. They found a body. They found her body. he's kind of upset, right? And he's thinking like, wow, what's going on? But I hope he does calm down and he understands that, the reason why they're coming again is because they got something that they really need to actually bring him in. Before they questioned him, they detained him for a couple amount of hours and then they let him go. Now they're coming to arrest him. He has an official warrant. I understand you want to see it. I get it. I get all of that. But this situation, you kind of make it a little bit more difficult and you make it worse for your son, right? You're going to make it worse for him and you're going to make it worse for yourself. You should have just asked him calmly, make sure and say, okay, listen, you have to come downstairs. I know we just got you from the department, but they need to speak with you. They're talking about they have a warrant right now. Just stay calm and we'll figure this out. It's hard, right? It's a hard situation because you want to know what's going on with your child. You're scared for your child. You're scared for yourself. It's a very touchy situation all around. It really is. Donna said, is that his father? Yes, that's his father. Sebastian said they have a warrant. They don't even need to deal with this man. I hope they have cops towards the back of the house. Yeah, I mean, they're trying to calm him down and calm the situation because technically you don't know what's necessarily going in the house. And again, you don't know who's in the house either, right? So they got to think about their safety. And then they also got to think about this gentleman's safety, his wife's safety, whoever's in the house. You don't know if there's kids in the house, grandchildren in the house. So they're not trying to overreact in situations where we see sometimes they do just go in guns blazing and not caring about what's going on in the house, right? They're trying. In this situation, they're literally trying to just let it be known we need to grab them up and, just please, let's not make this even more scary and worse than it is, because it's a sucky situation nonetheless. I don't see no parent who doesn't care about the kids who's going to not be like, what's going on? Why are you here? What happened? Especially if you just got them, right? You just got them out of the precinct. They just let them go no more, maybe like 3 hours ago. So Lodia says, should she need the warrant? He still should be able to produce a warrant. He should definitely. Talk to my lawyer. Hi, Glender. How you doing? He said, couldn't be in my city. They're going. Happy Saturday to you. Thank you. I think the father's going to get arrested. I mean, he might. If he keeps on pushing the button, they probably will arrest him, right? Because at this time, he's trying to stop them from doing a lawful order, something that has been issued by the courts. So step aside, sir. No, pull him out. You're absolutely right about that. I said that just in case he tries to escape. De-escalation tactics are absolutely paramount. I agree. Absolutely.
Put you in handcuffs.
For what?
And then I'm going to kick your door in and go in there and get him.
I ain't hopping no feud. I just left the belt. Hold up. She gonna let him in.
You're running out of choices.
Come on, open it.
212, come around front.
Hold up, my wife ain't got the hey.
What y'all doing?
I got
You've just seen what I'm going to refer to as a cluster cuss. Upon arrival, Mikhail's parents absolutely lost their minds, allegedly slamming the door on officers, who then stormed in. You can't beat a warrant, folks, not even with a door.
Stop. I'm not doing anything, baby. Y'all hurt my arm. We just got out of the shower.
That's fine. I'm going to go get him. Can you call the jail and inform them that we're going to have 3 extremely combative 10-15s on the way shortly?
100%. Absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna get in, baby. Give me time. Okay, come on. I have no shoes on and nothing.
I understand, sir. Yeah. We need to get her, too. She slammed that damn door in my face.
You want her?
Yeah, she needs to go, too.
We'll grab her.
Same thing.
We'll grab her. That's going to be fun.
Fun is one word for it. Police returned to take his mother into custody for obstruction because in a closet in the back room, officers located her son, hiding beneath some clothes like a kid playing hide and seek.
What do we need? Who is this?
I agree. I agree with that.
That's my girl. That's my girl.
You did say it. You did say it.
Next time, don't
I do not do that. Doing that for?
See, that's like I said, I understand their situation. I do. But now both of them are gonna get arrested for obstruction. They're gonna get arrested because now it's gonna be perceived that they were trying to hide their son from the cops or give their son enough time to vacate the house, right? This is why it really didn't work in their benefit. It really didn't. Now, I understand that they're the owners of the home, but the warrant is for a particular person that they know is in your home. They know reside there. When they released them from the precinct, he had to give his home a record. The home of record is your house. So now when you take on someone who is a suspect or who went to prison, right? And they just got out, they on parole and stuff like that. And your house and your address is the home of record for this particular person that they need to go find him, or if anything come up, they need to access him, get questions. They're coming to your house because your house was used as a home of record. So you have to be careful. You have to be mindful. I mean, we all love our family members and stuff like that. And I agree, you know what I'm saying? But we do have to be mindful of the situation where we're going to take someone on if they do get caught up with the law, and depending on what that situation is. Now, when your address is in there and your name is given as the person that owned this house, or they have to come to you, whatever not, you're going to kind of get involved in all the situations. So you got to be careful and mindful. You know, this is why I don't feel like, angry or bad at some individuals or some family members that says, listen, I love you, you're my family member, but I don't want to be involved in any of that. I don't want my place that I rest my head at and where my peace is at to be involved in the court system and stuff. You can't come here. I don't want them coming to my house thinking that you're going to come here. I don't want none of that at my house. I don't feel bad for the ones who don't want to do it, right? And I don't feel like I don't feel like it's a bad thing if you do want to do it. I'm just saying that, whatever works for you, you have to start thinking about that initially. Let's see. They didn't care about no shoes at all. Nope. Richard, how are you? Happy Saturday. He said FTP just in case. Okay. What is sock in it? What's sock in it? Wow, yeah. It never works in their benefit. It doesn't. Facts. And knowing he did what he did, that's not right. Donna said, okay, but if the mother and father knew why he was being questioned and they came with a warrant, the father should have let them in with no problem. Right. See, that's the thing. I don't know whether or not if they actually knew what he was being questioned for. Maybe he just called them and said, hey, my parents and them is going to pick me up. I don't know. Right. But if they did know, right, if they definitely know, then I don't understand all the commotion that they did. If at this point, you should have been like, okay, well, I'm gonna come bring him down, and I just got him. This sucks. I don't know what's going on, but we're gonna figure it out together, right? We're gonna figure it out together. Richardson said, resisting arrest is a natural response. It is. I'm not saying it is unnatural. I'm just saying that it doesn't help. It really doesn't help. I agree. It couldn't be mine. I'm on me. I'm telling it down low, right? You're absolutely right about that. The parents went into the protection mode. They did. They went straight protection mode, and I understand it. But like I said, if you're willing to go, if you're willing to get yourself involved in that way, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I'm not going to tell anyone how they're supposed to protect their child. But at the end of the day, he is a grown adult, right? I said they should put a sock in her mouth the way put a sock in it. Oh, okay. Gator Hater said, show the warrant, then get the man. Wait, ain't about nothing. The father has rights. No, the father do has rights. I understand it. I do. But if they have a no knock warrant, they don't have to, right? They could just bust in. But technically, they didn't even do that. They knocked on the door and he answered the door. And they said, hey, listen, we have a warrant for your son. I mean, they really did follow their protocol. Let's see. Glenda said, no. Why they had him hide in the closet? I don't think they had him hide in the closet. I think he went and hide in the closet. That's why I'm saying that's why they were kind of arrested for obstruction, right? Because if the father's out there and he's loud, it's late at night and he's loud and he's letting everybody know that the cops is at his house and why are you here? We just got him and stuff like that. That's gonna alert the son. That can alert the mom that hey, the cops are at the front of the house. And remember, he gave him a little back and forth. You know, that can give enough time to hide. That can give enough time to literally try to leave the area, right? So that's how they're going to look at it. Like, okay, so we told you that we have a warrant for him. I understand that you went and got him, but we have a warrant out for him now, an active warrant, and we need you to come bring him down. You didn't comply. Then on top of that, you try to slam the door, right? Then now they see him hiding in the closet. Then they see that the back door, they had to go through the back door to see where everybody else was at. It's just a lot. It was just a lot going on. Tyson said a good cop and oh Lord, no, that's not nice. That's not nice, Tyson. But happy Saturday. They're holding a murderer. I don't get it. All I know is my own mother wouldn't be trying to hide me like that. She expect me to face my consequences. You know, I understand that, Sebastian, but like I said, if they feel that their son, like we don't know whether or not if they know all that was going on, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to judge anyone how they want to protect their child, but you got to think things through, right? You have to think things through all the way. Because sometimes it can be good and sometimes you can make things a whole lot worse. All right, let's go on. Let's see what else happens at this time.
Go down to those cars or what?
No, he's bringing one up.
Michael!
They are up.
Give him Titus! Give him Titus, please.
Y'all doing the notifications on that?
And take pictures of my house. They're doing this behind some people out and they're doing that.
Yeah.
I didn't do nothing.
He slammed the door and keys.
I didn't. No, I didn't. I said I got behind the door.
Stop.
I don't have nothing, sir. I don't have nothing.
I have to make sure.
Okay, you feeling on me.
Trust me, I don't want to.
I know that's right.
Yeah, that is right. Get in the car.
Don't talk to me
Get in the car.
way. I am. Oh, this shit went in my mouth.
What did
The seatbelt went in my mouth.
We're gonna move it as soon as you sit down.
Be calm. Be calm.
Okay. No, we're not going over there. No.
She's under arrest
for what?
for resisting an officer.
She that did resist.
Yes, she did.
What she do?
She resisted and she harbored. Hey, listen, your
No.
niece is in there and she needs comforting.
Okay. Come on.
You can talk to her real quick, but she is going crazy. So.
Hey, I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna do her like that. Let it go. Let it go.
Hey, do not interfere. You're gonna go to jail too. You interfere, you're gonna go to jail. Okay. You don't need all this. Relax.
She's going to jail.
Michael.
Can y'all take
You know John Kramer right here?
Can I get me some shoes
Listen
on
to
or
Kramer.
something?
Kramer.
I did not do anything.
Sadly, officers have to break some terrible news to Mikhail's brother. Not only is his family shattered, but his brother is a killer.
What's going on right now?
Your brother is under arrest for murder. We found her body, okay? We found her grave, okay? We come over here to arrest him, and
I got her.
we come over here to arrest him, and your stepfather wouldn't let us in, so we go in, and he starts trying to keep us from it, so we arrest him. And then she tries to slam the door in the officer's face, so she gets arrested for resisting. It's a misdemeanor charge, it's nothing, but she just acted out, so she's getting charged.
Can we drop that charge? Since her mom, because she is the caretaker.
I understand, but she
Can we talk to them?
She shouldn't have done that.
Oh, no, can we
It's a
talk to
misdemeanor
them?
charge, it's nothing.
I know, but she'll need to be charged. And can we talk to them? Get that charge dropped?
Listen, that decision's already been made, but go take care of her because she's probably freaking out.
Police bring Mikhail in for his second interrogation. At this point, he's under arrest for murder, and he takes it about as well as you'd expect.
With this investigation, I'm not here to talk to you. I want to urge the importance of being honest, okay? Because it's not a coincidence that we've ended up in this situation again, and we're here talking. Okay, it's been a couple of days.
Yeah.
We've had some time to figure some things out since then, okay?
Yeah.
So, like I said, all I ask is for the truth, okay? You've been very cordial with me, I appreciate you being a gentleman, right? But we're not being completely honest here, okay?
I'm being honest.
And we know that, okay? So, if you'll just be honest with us about this, we got some things that we need to discuss, okay?
So here's the deal. There's a lot of things that we know that we're not letting on to because we're trying to see how honest you're going to be with us in regards to this investigation, okay? So what I would like to circle back to is when you went to the neighbor's house that had the cameras. One, I know you looked at the footage. And two, I know you deleted the footage. It's not something that's I'm telling you, it does not have to be manually saved by people. It has to be manually deleted. And it shows that it was manually deleted. You were the only one that touched it.
I'm telling you, that's what she told me. I ain't deleted a goddamn thing.
Well, listen, here's the facts as they stand.
Okay.
She is the owner of the camera footage. She has no reason to delete that footage because it doesn't matter to her. The only person that has a reason to delete the footage is you. And that's why we're trying to sit here and figure out, because honestly, there's two sides to every story, Mikhail.
I'm through talking, man.
This isn't how this needs to go.
I'm through talking.
Hey, but listen, I certainly...
You telling me I delete something.
Mikhail,
You full of shit,
if that's
man.
not the situation, that's not the situation, okay?
I don't want to talk no more. I'm through talking. I'm through talking. Because you full of shit. You full of shit on rip.
Explain.
Oh, you full of shit. I ain't gonna explain shit to you. You full of shit.
This is the only opportunity you're going to have to explain.
Give me a lawyer. Don't you? I'm through talking.
Not yet. They haven't said how it was done. They just found her body.
You tell me I delete something? They let it tell you the same. I'm telling what she told me. I ain't delete shit. So all they say, he told me, I know you a lot. Shit. That crazy they got going on. Yeah. I don't want to talk no more. I meet me a lawyer. Yeah, he violate my right. I'm disability. He violate my command, all that shit. I'm a disability all the way. I get a disability check. So long a disability check. He violate everything.
After Kayla broke up with Mikhail, the jealousy sank in. He began to stalk her, and seeing her with another man was too infuriating for him to take, despite all the bragging he does about being with dozens of women.
He talking about delete the camera. You delete the camera from home. You gotta do it from a goddamn monitor box. You gotta go inside the house and do it from a goddamn box. Yeah? So he talking about. I didn't realize that shit. You delete someone, you gotta do it off a goddamn monitor box. You gotta have the main monitor goddamn box. Talking about, man, you know. Man, see, you got going on, man. I'm gonna piss me off. If I try to get in here.
So again, there's two things you have to point out. Number one, you never asked why they brung you down there initially. You never asked what happened to Kayla. Never, not once. In fact, the first interrogation, you spent the whole entire time bashing her, trying to say that she is promiscuous and she's a horrible mother who leaves her children unattended, right? And she does it all the time, right? Now, when they come back to get you, you're hiding. And I agree. Someone in the chat said it. If you already know what they brung you down there the first time and you had nothing to hide, they let you go, then why will you be hiding again? Like, why are you now hiding? You didn't hide the first time when they came and got you. Now you're hiding again. So why was you hiding, right? You kind of help cause the situation that happened with your parents, right? You put your parents in a situation that they had to stand in front of you while you're hiding in in the closet, allowing them to get, roughed up by police, and they have nothing to do with anything that happened, right? Even to the point where, you got your other brother involved. He had to drive over there, in his pajamas, which was just probably some shorts, because obviously he didn't have no shirt. And he has to see both of his parents being handcuffed and locked. Now you and a little terrified niece that's in the house, and he doesn't know what's going on. He tried his best to try to reason with the cops, but the cops is already aggravated at this point that they even attempted to try to stop them for doing what they needed to do in regards of the warrant, right? This is a lot. This is absolutely a lot. And then now he's sitting up here and he's kind of mumbling and he's angry and he's flustered. And then now it's like, oh, I told you what the lady told me. You're telling me what this lady said that I told her. I need a lawyer. I need a lawyer. Okay, if you need a lawyer, then shut up, right? You're not doing that. Now you keep on mumbling and stuff like that because you're triggered. That's why you can't keep your mouth closed. So you think by saying these little things and stuff like that, then like, wait a minute, maybe, he's really upset about this. He's really upset about what's going on. Maybe he didn't do it. You're not upset that what happened to your parents? Like, I would be upset. I'd be like, wait a minute. Y'all ain't have to treat my parents like that. Y'all ain't have to do my parents like that. My father's an old man. My mom is an old lady. You ain't have to do my parents like that. I would have been like that. Or again, I don't know nothing about Kayla. I only seen her that particular day. I see her go in a truck with another individual. I asked about him. She told me what she wanted to tell me about him, and I kept it moving. And then I called the cops for the kids. But you still are not concerned about Kayla whatsoever. Now it's like, oh, come on, man. This is some BS, man. I ain't do nothing, man. Da-da-da-da-da. You only caring about yourself. So that really does make you look a little bit more suspect about the situation. And then you trying to hide and run, it doesn't help. It didn't help the situation at all. Sebastian said, now the time for him to shut the mouth, but he's going to continue to talk. Yes, he's going to continue to talk. Let's see. Don Coyote 1 said, he's innocent. Leave him alone. He's a good man. Okay. That's your opinion. Happy Saturday to you. Happy Saturday to you. I was wondering the same thing. Oh, where the kids? Yeah, I don't know where the kids are. Hopefully the kids is with family members and friends, and they're safe. That's what I hope. Miss J said it earlier. He was stalking her. Yeah, he was stalking her. I could tell. Remember, he came out of nowhere and he's asking her about this gentleman. He's not even asking her about his kids or the kids. But he tried to tell the detective that he was so concerned about the kids that he called 911, and she does this all the time. But you didn't even call 911. And if she does this all the time, there's nothing on record that you have called 911 that this mother is leaving her kids unattended for hours throughout the day. It's crazy. Tyson, if you keep on writing that there, you're going to have to, you're going to have to get blocked, darling. We don't do that over here. Please stop that. Glenda said, and she dismembered dude. What is wrong with you? Boys out here, I would not say, I don't know. I think the cops did a good job explaining the situation to the brother. Yeah, they did. Because, it's like I said, it's a horrible state. You're getting waking up out of your sleep. Now you're hearing that your parents is being arrested and stuff. You got your brother being arrested. You don't know what's going on. They tried, right? But they can only do but so much. They can only do but so much in this situation. Exactly. He should have just shut his mouth and waited for a lawyer. I agree. If he did that to that woman that got kids, he don't care what happened to his parents. And the way he's talking, no woman wants to be with that. I agree, Donna. I agree. I want to know if these kids are his. They still haven't said whether or not if those children are his or if one of the children is his. I haven't really heard any confirm he's the father to one of these children. I haven't heard that yet. What plan are you on? Do you think he's innocent? Well, plan it. I'm 99% sure this man is not innocent. Innocent people don't act the way he did. I agree. Oh, you can't see him? Okay, so he must have been in the what's in it. I'm going to go ahead and remove him. Yeah, because we don't say stuff like that. We don't say stuff like that at all. All right, let's go on. Let's finish this.
I gotta say shit. I gotta get it down. I gotta hey, but he feel like you gonna put me. He feel like I did some shit. Y'all know. Don't get that. Don't do talk to my lawyer.
For 11 whole seconds, he manages to stay silent, which is his right, though clearly he lacks the ability.
You gonna tell me you got the same camera like that? Well, you know better than anything. You know better than anything. And all you motherfuckers gonna be here. Better than the goddamn thing. He got going on. If I knew this shit going on like this, I would have kept 2 cents about that shit. I would never get found. Me trying to be a good Samaritan help.
All right, exactly, Mega Man. Exactly. Especially if this is a woman that you dated. You dated this woman for 6 months.
If I would never bad about it going to my other girl, I would never seen that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's all that shit he got going on. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit he got going on. That shit he got going on. That shit that crazy. And you know me better than the goddamn thing. We go way back. We go way back. And you I delete some. He said some shit like that. Yeah? He's like, well. Huh? I can't believe he said some shit like that. He feel like I can't. Huh? I can't even. I delete something. Man, you know damn well you gotta have a monitor delete something off a goddamn monitor. You gotta have a boss, a big motherfucker. I got cameras out my if I delete something, it's just off the phone. It ain't off the main boss. You gotta have the main boss has to delete something. That shit, he talking about I delete shit. Man, you go on that shit, man. You go on shit right there, man. Cause you got the wrong one. You got the right one in the wrong one. For real. For real. For real, you got the wrong.
Nah, I'm sorry. They got the right one, bro. They got the right one. You talking about you didn't delete something. Sir, it wasn't your camera, right? It wasn't your camera. It wasn't even Kayla's camera at the house. It was the neighbor's camera at the house. The neighbor has no reason to remove that day footage. There's no reason. There's no reason. So why would the neighbor lie that you came over there and you pretty much asked her, can she delete the footage? And you made that statement about you was going to kidnap Kayla. Why would she lie about that? That older woman, she's an older woman. She's not even like some young girl. Like whether or not, let's say if you're the next girl neighbor you was smashing. Let's say she was a younger girl and you was smashing that older women have nothing to gain for doing that. Nothing at all. She has no reason to lie. And then you're talking about, oh, you gotta delete it from the monitor, and I ain't delete nothing from the monitor. Sir, you don't know what her system is. You don't know what her camera system is. She probably have a camera system that she can literally look at footage and delete footage from her phone. If she came to the door and you're talking about the whereabouts of the mom, or you're talking about the children or something like that, she probably was at the door with her phone and you asked her, hey, can you delete this real quick or remove this real quick, blah, 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 because I wasn't supposed to be here. You know, me and her broke up 6 months ago and I was just going over here to check the kids and I don't want her to think that I'm stalking her. So if you could delete that for me, that would be great. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel things kind of played out as into why that was done, you know? But this guy is comical because he's literally sitting up here and he still is not showing any remorse or even asking what happened to Kayla. Because I don't even think they have told her. Told him. They haven't even told him that she's gone. They haven't told him that they found her body. All they said to him was like, listen, you know, from the last conversation we had with you, we have more information that we didn't let you on before, but we started putting the pieces together. So this is the time where you can start telling us so we can figure out what's going on. And this is the only time you have to do it. You spending this whole entire time rambling, talking about this. I got this wrong. You got that wrong. I could have did this. I couldn't have did that. you're showing a guilty spirit, right? You're acting like how teenagers act when they get caught in trouble. I ain't do that. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. That was so-and-so. So-and-so did that, and I remember so-and-so did that. You trying to blame it on me. Why is it over me? Y'all always, this is always happening to me, man. This is always happening to me. Everybody's out against me. The world's out against me. You're acting like a teenager. You're acting like a teenager. Donna said, I'm sorry, but he probably doesn't work. He was taking her money and living that she didn't want him anymore. He got jealous. He started stalking her. So he did what he did. I agree. I think that he was financially being supported by her. They all have said that she was a hardworking woman who was taking care of her 4 children as a single mother. She would literally catch rides with people just so she can work, so she could put food on the table for her children, right? And I think that if anything, when they were together, she was probably the one who was the provider, the majority of provider. And now he didn't want to go back and live with his parents. He wanted to live up in her house. So when they broke up 6 months ago, he had to go back to living with the parents, and she got to keep her house, her apartment. That's her, right? That's her stuff. He was upset, right? And then you looked at her. She was a good-looking woman, right? Even after 4 kids, she kept up with herself very well. You know, she still looked good. So yes, he was upset. He was absolutely upset because he's not, I guess, separating from her. He is not in the same situation that he was before, right? And he didn't want that. He didn't want her to be with anybody else, you know? He wanted to always have that option available. Glenda said they are called narcissists. Yep. Absolutely. Go ahead and tap the button for me. Truly appreciate it, guys. If you could do that, it helps the channel. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that. I truly appreciate it. Truly, truly, truly appreciate it. Let's see. He had no business going to the neighbor, period. Yeah, he really didn't. I mean, that was just very bold. That I looked at it as a very bold thing to do, like going to the neighbors. Sebastian said, I think a part of him wanted to tell someone about what he was thinking or doing. I think it was part of his setup plan, you know, maybe that the neighbors knew something or whatever not, then they, you know, it can kind of like make them start looking at other people being involved, right? And then remember how he got the guy that gave her a lift, he got him involved, right? They, you know, he was actually the number one suspect before they started looking and checking for the ex-boyfriend. Let's see. You think Sebastian? I think his ego got in the way. Well, you know, most of their egos always get in the way, Miss J. No money for his old That's also a possibility, right? Let's go on. Let's finish this out.
It's the boy new Jack. He got me tagged. Don't piss me off. You got the wrong. You got the wrong and the right motherfucker. You got going on.
The wrong and the right.
So that's the crazy part about this shit. That's the crazy part about this shit.
Ultimately, Mikhail Fountain was found guilty of the murder of Kayla Atwood and was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. His jealousy denied 4 children the ability to grow up with their loving mother, and tragically, he never took full responsibility for his actions. Our thoughts are with Kayla's family.
Thank you for tuning in. Besides subscribing to help us make more videos exactly like this one, you can also listen to all of our crime.
Yes, y'all go ahead and check out Red Tree Red Tree Crime. They're a good channel. I love their videos. It's very easy to dissect. I love the work that they do. So go ahead and shout them out. Go like and subscribe for their upcoming cases. They could pull out cases faster than I can. They got more time than I do. But that one was like that was a very sad situation. I'll say this, I'm kind of glad that they didn't necessarily go into details in regards of her body and her corpse and stuff like that, and pretty much telling us what was the cause of death, you know, because sometimes we hear it and it can be very traumatizing for individuals. So I'm just glad that they kind of left that out in that situation. Prayers to her family, prayers to those children who lost a dutiful mother, you know, who did the best that she possibly can with what she had. And yeah, life in prison is absolutely right for him, what he did. And then for him to try to get everybody else involved in his nonsense, even to the fact that you even got your parents arrested, like, serve you right, sir. You are a son of a B. You are a dirtbag, beyond dirtbag. I don't feel sorry for you whatsoever. I don't. Glenda said his mother and father. I wonder how many years they're gonna give him. Well, he got life in prison. Yep. Why? What? Don't piss him off. Life good. Yeah. He deserve it. Yeah. Heard a mouthful then. Yeah. All right, guys. So I do have another case for you. Just make sure you're hitting the like button for me. I truly appreciate it. It definitely helps the channel. Or you can hit the down button. It still helps the channel, keeps me in the algorithm. Share this out to anyone who likes these immersive type of conversations where we discuss old cases, new cases, current cases, you name it, we do it here. And like at the end of the live stream, you can go ahead and put your commentary down in the bottom. I read my comments, guys. I always heart all my comments, and I appreciate when you do leave things for me. And if you have any cases that you would like me to review, you can also place it down in the comment section as well. I will put it in my trusty books of cases to review on this channel, and we will go through it, okay? We would definitely go through it. Miss J said there's a video out there. I saw one similar to this one. Oh, okay. Sebastian said, yep, no pity for him. Nope, I have no pity for him. I pity the fool. I have no pity for him. All right, so the next case, good folks, the next case I have for you. I want to see if I want to do this one. Let's see. I'm trying to check. Okay. All right, so the next case I have for you good folks that we're going to go over is about the moment the cops realizes a fellow officer is going to arrest him. So this has to do with the officer being arrested by his own buddies. I thought it was very interesting. Sometimes this does happen, right? And we're going to take a look at it. So let me go ahead and pull up my screen and we can get into it. Okay, I hope you guys can see this. And here we go.
Fled the scene of a domestic dispute and is driving his police cruiser intoxicated. But when the cuffs go on, he struggles with the harsh reality of the consequences.
I'm gonna be on the news, dude. I'm gonna be on the news again.
The following is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. In the early hours of October 24th, 2023, dispatchers receive a 911 call from a young woman whose calm tone soon shifts to panic.
I have an ex-boyfriend who will not get out of my apartment. I'm sorry, he's dancing in my apartment. He's JSO, and he thinks that he's this is a joke.
Putting a video for that one.
Is he an officer for JSO? Ma'am.
What? JSO, just get out, please. Thank you. I won't say your name. Please get out. I'll buy you anything else that you want. Just get your bags. Oh, please. He's left. I'm scared. Please do the phone.
Okay, it sounds like you're having a panic attack. Do you want rescue to come check you out?
No. I'm fine. I'm scared to go out of my bathroom. And I told you my dog. He would be really horrible to me. I don't want to get him in trouble.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, like, we've been drinking, but he did bring his. We were in a bad relationship.
Okay, why not have some officers and maybe a sergeant come out there and speak with you?
Is it his sergeant?
Probably not his sergeant. You know,
Okay, it doesn't matter. I never wanted to call. He brought his gun in here. But I live in a safe apartment. I don't know why he brought his Glock.
Do you know if he drove his patrol vehicle there?
Yes, he did. He should not be driving.
2 JSO officers are dispatched to the caller's apartment, but before heading out, they stop at a Wawa gas station. Coincidentally, a JSO patrol car pulls into the same parking lot. one they recognize as out of place for this time of the night. Their suspicions grow when a man in athletic clothing steps out and walks inside the store. The officers wait for him to re-emerge, realizing the suspect thereafter may have just driven himself straight to them.
Yeah, end up on YouTube for this. Yo! What's up, bro? Good. You work out on Blue Squad?
Who?
Blue Squad?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Is there some kind of issue tonight with some girlfriend? Yeah.
So this is sometimes that we see this situation happen, right? When you have cops that have that go rogue, or cops that are involved in domestic violence cases. We see this sometimes play out. A lot of these DV cases, when it comes down to law enforcement, military, even medical, right? These fires, like, they tend to have the highest cases of domestic violence due to the nature of their jobs, right? I hate to say it, but it's the truth. A lot of times when you're put in a position where you have to play somewhat of authority and you have to pretty much put down the law on individuals and stuff like that, you tend to get into this type of mode, and it's hard to turn it off when it comes to your intimate relationships, even friendships and stuff, right? And sometimes they get carried away. Then we have ones that are dealing with substance. We have ones who have PTSD. A lot of these individuals have to go to therapy. Police are supposed to be going to therapy, I think, every quarter or something like that. They're supposed to see the therapist in regards of what they do on the job, whether they're a beatnik cop, whether they're part of the K9 unit, whether they're part of ATF. They have to, they have to go see, psychology. They have to get an evaluation psychology wise. And this is the situation. It seemed like he was comfortable. He had gotten an argument, disagreement with her, probably took it too far. He thought he was, it was cool and acceptable to use his work car, right? Also have his service weapon with him. And then he just thought that he can dip and nobody's going to question him because he's in a police car or authorized car, right? And then you can also tell how he his reaction once he got out the Wawa, right? These are fellow people that he probably worked in similar departments with them, or they're at the same precinct but in different departments. He came up to them. He's like, "Hey, how you doing, buddy?" They like, "Hey, what's going on?" Give him a dab, right? And that's the code, the quote unquote code. Hey, we're dad, we're peoples, we're in this together. It's us against them kind of situation. But now these other officers have to do what they have to do. The call was on him. The call was on him, and we do expect police officers, no matter if you have to, if you're dealing with a fellow employee, you still have to treat the situation like everything else. Let's see. Glenda said, "What's wrong with her?" I don't know. It was kind of like weird when she was, crying, because it's like she was crying, talking. I don't know if it was only just fear. I don't know if she was under the influence. Maybe they both was under the influence. That could have probably also started the altercation between them two. But she didn't seem like it was just necessarily fully conscious. She seemed like she was heightened anxiety. They did state that she sounded like she was about to have an anxiety attack, but she didn't seem like she was all there. She really didn't. I think that's them, D. Mm-hmm. Donna said, but sometimes they get slack. Yeah, they do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the blue wall of silence for some, definitely. Let's go on.
We gotta talk about it. You have your gun on you or anything? No? Okay. Make sure. How fast? Alright. Alright. You can smoke your cigarette. Just go over to my car.
Yeah.
Well, this one.
I was gonna say you can go. I'll go.
Come on.
All right.
The officer directs him toward their patrol car, instructing him to empty his pockets and hand over his identification. Instead of a driver's license, he produces what appears to be a JSO employee badge. identifying him as 26-year-old Officer Justin Marino, a 4-year veteran of the department. He's then told he'll need to stand by and wait for a supervisor to arrive.
I asked, why we're waiting for a supervisor to come over here.
I can't talk about it right now. I don't know what information you're looking for. Like, I don't have it. I don't have the information. I'm just, following orders. You know how it is.
I understand. But my question is, why did you just see me and say, all right, come over here, all right, stand here? What info did you have to...
I'm not going to discuss anything with you about it. You know how it is, man. Don't put me in that situation.
I'm not trying to put you in that situation.
Just wait until the powers that be are here to tell me what to do.
Meanwhile, an officer arrives at the 911 caller's apartment to ensure her safety, as well as gather more information about what happened between them tonight.
Hey, did you give us a call? What's going on?
Nothing.
I think the call said something about your boyfriend or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Does he live here with you? Or does he live somewhere else?
No, he lives like about 10 minutes away, but he just would not leave and he was not being very nice and I just couldn't do it anymore, so I pulled him out and so...
Really?
But everything's fine though. He won't come back. I know
Yeah,
that.
he is handling the
When
right
a sergeant arrives back at the convenience store, an officer shares an observation about Officer Marino's behavior after he pulled into the lot.
It was odd when he got out. He just kind of kept his head down.
It looked like he was trying to avoid you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he didn't realize we were...
And he saw y'all, he was trying to avoid you. Has he been stumbling at all when he walked?
Yeah.
Based on the circumstances, a DUI officer is also called to the scene and quickly brought up to speed.
Okay. He had like a 22 and 63 with his girlfriend. The call screen said that she's having all kinds of issues with him and she's scared. Said he was driving his patrol officer, his patrol vehicle drunk.
Did y'all talk to him, or is that just a call?
That's what the call screen said.
Yeah, come over here away from these officers. Let me talk to you one. What's going on? I mean, I'm just trying to figure it all out, so
I went to Wawa and walked out. Here we are.
You went to Wawa and walked out.
Sure.
I hate every single second. I hate every single second of it.
This is terrible.
This may go down as one of my worst goals.
Yeah. It's very, very uncomfortable.
I'll tell you this from one man to another man. I get what you're saying, but I'm gonna call a duck. I'm smelling alcohol on your breath, but you can call me a liar if you want, man. I'm not here to put you in a trick bag, okay? But
I agree.
have you been drinking tonight? No. Oh.
See, what's happening is very natural, right? You build relationships and you feel like you're part of a organization and stuff like that, and within that sometimes you have biases, right? You're not going to, when you're dealing with a complete stranger that you know nothing about, it's easier for you to just be very direct and down the line, and not give necessarily grace, whatever not, and then you give that type of grace for him because you think that he understands the protocol, he understands what needs to be done, and he's going to be compliant, right? You can also tell that, like, in the beginning, he was kind of wondering why are y'all doing this? He was like trying to hint as, why are y'all doing the whole semantics with me? I already showed you my JSO card. I'm a veteran. I'm with you guys. I do what y'all do. I don't understand why you giving me the rundown like I'm a regular civilian. And sometimes law enforcement tend to do that, right? They tend to think because they're a part of law enforcement that they're supposed to be treated differently. You're not going to be treated differently, especially when you're dealing with the right officers and they really take their job seriously. You're not supposed to be treated any different than a civilian. In fact, you should be more scrutinized than a regular civilian because you are the one who knows the law. You are the one who went to school. You're the one who went to the academy for almost 8 months, right? You're the one who have to study the penal code. You're the one who took the tests and stuff like that. So they should expect more from you than a regular civilian. Most civilians don't know half of their rights. They only know the main ones that people usually spear out and stuff like that. A lot of people haven't never read the penal codes for their state. They don't even know. right? Until eventually a situation occur, and then they do the research and they're like, oh, okay, this happened with this. It was a case with this. This can be done. This is that can be done. This is their right. This is my right. It usually happens when something occur, right? Not before. He knows though, and he tried to use the fact that his affiliation with this organization is the reason why he kind of like needs some slack. So now when he's asking him what's going on, did anything happen last night? He literally tried to make it seem like he wasn't nowhere. He didn't do anything. He just went into Wawa. They came out. They just pulled him to the side, treated him like a civilian. He showed them their card. They didn't budge. They wanted to go through the whole semantics. Now they call in the supervisor. But it is normal for them to call the DUI supervisor as well, because if he had his service weapon, he's already using the service car. You're not supposed to use that when you're off duty. You're not supposed to do that unless you're a detective or something like that. You're really not supposed to do that. You're supposed to be, if you're off duty and you're not on a job or anything like that, you're supposed to just be in your own vehicle, acting like a regular civilian at this time. So if he used any of the things that he got issued by his police department to harm a potential, hurt someone, or this domestic, threaten or intimidate, then it's a big problem. This is the reason why they had to come out there. But let's go on.
You're just normally tired, slow, and lethargic?
I think I've shown that.
Okay.
But according to the young woman, this isn't the case.
How much do you think he was, or how much did he have to drink? Was he drinking beer? Was he drinking hard alcohol? Rough estimate.
He was drinking.
Was it hard alcohol? Yeah. Well, was it like rum, tequila, vodka?
Tito's.
Okay. Tito's.
Mm-hmm.
Was he drinking just like straight? Was he mixing it? Straight? Both.
Though Officer Marino denies drinking any alcohol, he continues to show clear signs of impairment.
So the officer saw you park up here. Right. You think you're okay to drive?
Yes, sir.
You literally think you're okay to drive?
Yes, sir.
You know what month it is, month?
October.
October what?
22nd, 23rd, something like that.
Let's see here. It is the 24th, but yeah. So here's the deal. You know what I do, right? DUI officer in Jacksonville Sheriff's Office.
Okay.
So I am going to be conducting a DUI investigation.
Okay.
The DUI officer reads Marino his Miranda rights, then begins a series of routine questions about his health and recent medication use. Marino says he hasn't taken anything other than his prescribed anxiety medication.
It's good to see
So I'm
you.
gonna tell you what I saw.
Happy Saturday to you.
Nerves gonna hold your breath. Okay. How much you had to drink today, man? Nothing. Okay. There are, and hear me out very, very carefully. There's some field sobriety exercises I'd like to perform. Would you be willing to conduct field sobriety exercises? And I need a yes or no.
I said no.
Okay, fair enough. Do you think it was smart to drive tonight, man? I'm not here to, do you think this was the smartest? Was there better ways to do this?
I don't want to answer that.
You've attracted a lot of attention, man.
Moments later, the DUI officer returns with bad news for Officer Marino, and it isn't long before the cracks in his composure lead to a full breakdown.
All your guns and stuff in the car?
Yes, sir.
All right, listen. You know my hands are forced, okay?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
You know my hands are tied to this moment. Okay, I'm going to be placing you under arrest on suspicion of DUI, period. Okay? It is what it is, okay? I know, okay? So I'm not going to have you put your hands behind your back, but unfortunately, the sheriff still makes us put people in handcuffs who are going to jail. So they're going to have to go in front of you, and I'm going to have you sit in that car, okay? Take a breath. It is what it is, man. I know, but there's no getting out of this, buddy. I will say this can be overcome. that I've seen in the past. Well, yeah, I've seen it. Okay, you're human just like everybody else.
How can this be overcome?
I know, but that's just where I'm at, man. Okay. So with that said,
how can this be overcome, man?
I know. Well, hear me out. It will. Okay, this is a charge.
I'm gonna be on the news, man.
It's possible. Take a breath, bro.
I'm sorry, man.
It is what it is, man.
You're on the news, bro.
It's possible, bro. Well, we're held to a higher standard, man. Just put your hands in front of you, okay? I know, bud. I know.
Holy
Relax, man.
there's no way.
Hey,
There's no way this
you're not gonna make it any worse, okay? It is what it is.
I'm sorry.
Just relax,
I'm bad.
He's crying.
His face is trouble. Okay.
There's no way. There's no way, bro. There's no way. There's no way.
Yes, he's crying. He is crying.
It's all right. I get it. I get it, man. Hey, you know the paperwork's got to be done. I've given you some courtesies by putting them handcuffs up front, okay?
I appreciate it. I know you've been fine. You've been good. You've been good, but there's... What the is happening? Oh, it is over. What the is wrong with me? There's no way. Oh my, I'm gonna be on the news, dude. I'm gonna be on the news again.
As Officer Marino takes a moment to process what's happening, the officer back at the apartment works to piece together the details of their alleged dispute.
What were you guys arguing about?
He said something like, my dad doesn't want me talking to him. And I mentioned that to him, and I wasn't supposed to. And he was like, "Oh, your dad thinks he's a hero." And I was like, "You gotta get out of my apartment." And
So it was like a relationship argument, sort of, but more.
All right, so unfortunately, that was one of the weirdest cries I ever seen. But I understand why he's crying, right? When you're coming across people who are very comfortable and confident within their job, and they're used to be the one who apprehends people who are doing the wrong things, it's completely different that now you're the one who used to put cuffs on people, and now you're the one doing the perp walk, right? The perp walk is a walk of shame for law enforcement when they get involved in situations like this, because you were supposed to be above it, right? You're supposed to be the one that was putting on the cuffs, laying down the law, and all that stuff like that. And now you're on the opposite side. And you see that he was trying to do the crying, I'm going to be on the news. He was trying to do anything to pull at the heartstrings of the other officers to see, like, hey, can you cut me some slack? Can we try to rub this, get this under the rug or something like that? And the officers is like, no, bro, I have to do my job. I really have to do my job. You can't, there's nothing I can do. I mean, we need to just go through the process, go through the steps, what we have to do. And then later on, we can, you have to do what you have to do to defend yourself later on, once you're able to tell your story, because he's not in the right state to actually tell the story. It's hard. It's very, very hard for individuals like this that find themselves on the other side of the law, because there is a ego and arrogance for being the person who is the one who's going to give out the law to other people. And then now when it's being done to you, you thinking that you get passes, you're supposed to get grace, you did your time, you served your time, can I get cut some slack? You really do believe that. And then when it's not done, you're like, holy shit, I really did just like fuck up my life. I fucked up my career. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. Hi Morgan, how you doing? Happy Saturday. He said, who is he? He's a police officer getting arrested by somebody else in his department. Let's see. Let me guess. He needs his mommy called. Yeah. Eventually he's going to need his mommy call. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Mrs. Aquarius. Gang. She is dying laughing. Happy Saturday to you. She's under the influence too. Yes, I agree. She is. Miss J said he's only 26. Yeah. And they're getting younger. They're definitely getting younger on the force. I was literally on a post with two young police officers. One was 21, the other one was 23. I was like, oh my God, these babies. I was like, the babies are out. The babies are out here. Oh my God. Well, at least all the officers didn't give them the slack because this was the serious stuff. Yeah, I agree because, if he didn't go walk off and cool off, who knows? He had a service weapon with him. He had his vehicle with him. He could have literally took this woman's life and, he could have gotten away with it. They wouldn't have initially thought it was him. They would have probably thought it was a burglary or something. And he knows how to, he would know how to set things up for that to be believable, right? But we're glad that it didn't take that route. And here's a FYI, right? Baby girl, if your daddy tells you to leave a man alone, leave the man alone. And this goes for all ladies, okay? If your daddy is a good daddy and he love you and he's very involved and knowing what's going on with you, and if he has to sit you down one day and tell you that the person that you're dealing with is not the man for you, don't argue with that man. Listen to that man and get that man up out of here, okay? Seriously. Because your daddy's not going to steer you wrong. He sees something that you might not see. And he thinks there's a danger there. So this is why he would tell you that. Because most fathers don't even want to think about their daughter smexing, okay? Let alone being in a relationship. Like, their father be thinking, like, how fathers think about their children is, oh, she got married. Okay, we know married. And, oh, boom. An ostrich came by and dropped down my grandbaby. That's how fathers look at this whole situation. They look like, oh, a little ostrich came by, had a baby in a carriage and gave my daughter a baby. But they're not putting in their mind that their daughter out there smexing. No father wants to have that in their mind. None. So if your father literally has to come to you and say, yeah, this ain't gonna work. Baby girl, I think you shouldn't talk to this person anymore. I think you really should take your father's advice. I don't think that's something that you need to question or anything at this point. Especially if you have a history of knowing your father always being there for you, always being supportive, always being protective, because this is completely different if you had an ain't shit father, right? If you have an ain't shit father, don't listen to what that person says, right? Or if your father was an actor, that's completely different. But if you know your daddy was always your number one man in your life, if he tells you something, you listen to that man. You listen to him. Because look what happened. Once she said, hey, my father said he doesn't really want me speaking to you anymore. He literally bugged out. He's now questioning her relationship with her father. He now want to talk shit about her father and think that that's okay. You want to disrespect the man that helped raise her and bring her in this world? Yeah, she's going to tell you to get the hell out her house. Like, who are you, right? So you got to pay attention to that. Don't question that when daddy starts speaking to you. Daddy know what's up. But mama boy in the house. Yee. Hey, Bama boy. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Happy Saturday, dear. Happy Saturday. Richard said, King Kong ain't got nothing on me. It's so good to see you, Bama boy. How are you? I hope you're doing better and you're feeling well. I hope you're feeling well. Melanie said, true. Who would act like that? Someone in distress. So, right. Yeah. Billy Reed, how are you? It's good to see you. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Hope everything's well with you. Hope everything's well. And oh, sweetheart, it's good to see you, dear. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. I hope everything's well with you. Don't worry about being late, darling. Don't worry about being late. I'm just glad you was here. I hope your Saturday is going well. Hope your Saturday is going really well. Glenda said, not if that man's showing you that you needs to leave. That's how I rock it. Mm-hmm. Richard said, not my little angel. Exactly, right? And Donna said, I mean, mother and I have a son that is with somebody who's bad news. And I keep telling him she is not boy. She causes a lot. Oh, okay. So you have a son that's with someone that you seeing that that's not a good thing and he's not really listening. You know, boys a little bit harder, right? Because boys is like, you know, they feel that they have everything under control. I'm more logical. I'll be fine. I'll get out of it. You know, but we tend to see that, you know, it definitely helps when daughters get that advice like that, you know. There's a lot of things that comes in play with that. Morgan said, facts. Happy Saturday to you. Bama Boy said, Richard, what you mean oh, he was talking about the whole incident before. This is not the first one. This is the second one. So this has to do with a police officer. He probably been in a domestic violence case with his girlfriend. He tried to run off after he scared her and frightened her and had her locked up in the bathroom. She called 911. They find out it's one of their guys. They rolled up to a Wawa, found out that he had his service weapon and he had their patrol car. And they pretty much did a DUI test on him. Realize that he's under the influence, which he shouldn't be driving anyway, and definitely not have a service weapon or the patrol vehicle. They had to arrest him, and he started squealing like we ain't never heard before. It's a second video, Bama boy, second video. All right, let's finish this up. Let's see what else you have to say. But I'm really serious about that. You know, when it comes down to the girls, listen to your fathers. Listen to your fathers. Listen.
Well, like a family argument with you and your family.
Yeah.
I'm to college or criminology.
Did it get physical at any point? Did he ever put hands on you? Did he slap you, punch you, kick you, scratch you, push you?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No, but yeah, they're just protective of me. But no, never out physical or anything like that.
So he didn't put his hands on you tonight?
Mm-hmm. No, not tonight. No.
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
I'm a piece of what the bro? I'm not that bad of a person, I promise.
The woman shares that she was in the process of trying to leave him.
So now y'all see why I said listen to daddy, right? She just admitted that this is not the first time that he have done that. He said, not tonight. Tonight, he didn't put his hands on her. Tonight, he didn't push her. Tonight, he didn't rough her up. But he have done it before. Hence why dad was like, you can't talk to him no more. I'm gonna put him 6 feet under the ground. You're gonna have to figure something out. You're gonna have to remove yourself. I'm gonna remove him. And that's why she let him know, like, listen, my daddy not playing with you. I gotta let you go. And he started to spaz out on her, right? That controlling aspect. Your daddy ain't shit. Why you and your daddy that close? Remember, that's how abusers are, right? They love to isolate you. They like to isolate you from people that love you, right? And always had the best interests for you, right? Now, all of a sudden, those relationships are not good for you anymore, even though they're a big part of who you are and what made them attracted to you. Now, all of a sudden, you can't be with these people anymore. That is a big red flag. Big red flag. Big red flag. Donna says he's taking it harder than her. Yeah, because his career, I mean, he might lose his job, right? Depending on if anything else is in his background, right? If anything else is in his background, we don't know whether or not if he was on probation because of an incident that he was involved in before. We don't know none of that, right? But there's a reason why he's balling out of control this way. Like, he's making it seem like this was his third strike. That's what he's making it seem to me. Like, this was his third strike. He was already on the edge of just like falling over, and he just tipped himself over at this point. Bama Boy said, not the wow is one wow. So I'll go sing, get drink. Yeah, you Bama, you're a hot mess. Oh, Glenda said the police arrested the police. Yes, exactly. Look at his daddy of 5 daughters. I'll do what the fuck I have to do to protect my daughters. Yeah, I know, Bama Boy. I know how you feel. I know how you feel about your daughters, Bama Boy. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but Tania, how you doing? Happy Saturday. He said, what's going on? We're looking at a cop being arrested by his own fellow police officers. Sweetheart said that's what he cares about. Yes, I agree. Let's go on.
But is hesitant to give out his name.
He's a cop.
He's a cop?
Also, throw that badge away. Not like that matters anymore.
But he didn't touch me or anything like that. It was honestly me. I was just like, I just needed him to get out of my apartment. To me being dramatic. And I'm sorry. Thank you for coming out.
Absolutely. How many times do you think you told him to get out? That's all right. Take a breath. It's okay. It's all right. Give me 1 second. You can compose yourself, all right?
The officer at the apartment updates the sergeant on what he's learned, but something the woman said raises concern and prompts him to request a follow-up.
She says that he did not put hands on her at all tonight. It was just the verbal altercation.
Had he put hands on her before? You said tonight. Had he ever put hands on her?
She hasn't specified, but I will ask.
Has he? You said he hasn't. He didn't put his hands on you tonight. Has he put his hands on you in the past? No. She says no. But I'll keep going on.
She's lying. He has put his hands on her before, but she doesn't want to get him in trouble. She didn't want him to lose his job. She even said that she was just being, over dramatic, and she's sorry. But she was very, very scared. She was hyperventilating before. She literally locked herself in the bathroom. She didn't even want to get out the bathroom. Supposedly, he's supposed to have left already, but she was still in the bathroom. He probably threatened her, right? And then she's also thinking, like, listen, he's a cop, right? He can retaliate. He can find her, right? They got systems where he could search her, stalk her, things of that sort, or, pull her over on some fake chumped up charge or traffic infraction. She's fearful of the fact that he's a police officer, and she doesn't want to make him any more mad than what she is. And then we also have to take into consideration that, she probably still, if she's being abused by this man, she probably is in love with her abuser. All right. Those are a lot of things that does happen. So, all right, let's see. Donna says she's lying. Yeah, I agree. Hold on. Let me go ahead and block this individual because, we don't need people like you here. We don't. Okay, there we go. Donna said, honestly, this whole situation screwed up, but because of the father is a cop, she'll probably be okay, but she needs to tell the truth. I agree. Yes. Sebastian said, absolutely not. We can't have people working for the law enforcement that hit their own girlfriends. I agree. Wives and everything alike. And shout out to Tania. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the 2 jewels for the 100. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bama said victim mannerism says it all. I agree. There's a lot about her that is just, I'm seeing that she has been victimized, and it's a sense of fear. It's she doesn't want to say anything, really.
He knew anything wrong.
I didn't say he did. I didn't say he didn't. But I gotta get the whole story. I need to know who he is. Justin Marino. Justin Marino. Take a breath. I see you starting to hyperventilate. All right, it's okay. It's all right. Take a breath. Let me call you back in a minute, okay?
Yeah, I'm working to
All right, thanks, man. Bye. All right, hey, it's okay. It's all right. Again, we're just.
Not sure when she was not very nice to me.
That was tonight? Okay. Hang on, I can't understand you.
I know.
It's okay. Take a second. Take a breath. Nice, deep, slow breath through your nose. It's okay.
The officer encourages her to go inside, ending her questioning for the night. He's then instructed to wait in the apartment parking lot on standby until they finish with Officer Marino at the scene. In the rear of the cruiser, he seems to reach his breaking point as he makes a desperate request.
Can I call my mom? Can I call my mom? Please let me call my mom. Please. Just let me call my mom. She's in Massachusetts. She won't be anywhere near here. Just let me call my mom. Just let me call my mom. It's the only person that cares about me. Please let me call my mom. Please. Please.
You're not going to be able to make any phone calls.
Awesome. You know, I've arrested pieces of and I've let them make phone calls. I've let pieces of gangbangers call their mom. Why? Why don't you just have some decency and let me make a phone call? My life is already ruined. Just let me call my mom.
Moments later, the on-scene sergeant is alerted to potential evidence found in Officer Marino's cruiser.
So she's adamant that he's never put hands on her before, nor tonight. She does not know how much of the bottle was drank because he brought it from home, and then when he left the apartment with the bottle, apparently. So it's possibly still in the car.
I don't care what these lieutenants say. They don't even... What do they do? Boss us around? They go on, like, literally any call ever? So something goes haywire? I don't know anything.
So guys, what y'all are seeing are the steps of grief, right? And acceptance. At first, he started off, hey, trying to be like, hey, hey, bro, we're on code. You're gonna, can we figure this out? Then when that didn't work with the bribing and calling on the heartstrings of being a part of law enforcement, and when that didn't work, he went into whole baby mode. Now he's want to be a child. He's crying. He's a radical. That didn't work. Now it's, oh, look what I have done. I have made shit bags. I arrested shit bags and I let them call their mama. And look at you. You're not even being decent with me. That's very narcissistic. We see that play out, right? He knows why he can't make a phone call right now. He knows, right? He has to go ahead and get booked and stuff like that. Why are you trying to make a phone call, or why do you think they should pull you over to allow you to speak to your mom right now? You have to go through the process like everyone else. But then now he's talking about his LTs. He's talking about the higher ups. Now, what do they do? This is bullshit. And See, now he's going into anger. Now it's everybody else's fault but his. When all those different steps didn't work, now it's anger and he's mad at the department. Now he's mad at his job. Now he's mad at his coworkers. So you're seeing the different steps of grief. He haven't gotten to actual acceptance yet. He's still angry and he's enraged right now. He's enraged right now. Miss Aquarius said, I wish I could call my mom or hug her. I do too. I just recently lost my mom. So yeah, I definitely wish I can do that. Police officers aren't obligated to let you call anyone. That happens after you get to jail. Exactly, Sebastian. Exactly. Which he knows. He knows that. He knows. Now the suspect is crying like a supposed to be a cop crying for him. Yeah. He's tried so many ways to be very manipulative to his own fellow officers. Hey guys, we on call, right? We're each other, scratch each other back, help me out, get me out of this. And they ain't budging, right? supervisors are involved, they can't do that. They're not going to jeopardize their job because you want them to overlook you at this point. They're not doing it. They have to do what they have to do. Billy Reed said 10 Jules with the GG. Thank you so much, Billy Reed. I truly, truly appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go on. Let's see what else of his stages of grief is going to happen right now.
Hey, cool, they passed the test. Just want to talk to my mom. Just want to talk to my mom.
Officer Marino's cruiser is given a quick search for any open containers. Nothing appears in plain sight, but a JSO lieutenant will conduct a far more thorough inspection later. For now, Marino pleads with the DUI officer and turns to insults when his requests are denied.
Please, just call my friend or my mom. Call somebody. I need somebody. Help. Please help me. Help me. My life is already over. You can't let me talk to my mother? The one person I'll probably stay beside me. I f***ed everything up already. Yeah, I'm gonna be the laughing stock. Oh, yeah, Marina got arrested. You can't let me talk to my mom? My mother? Just the one person that's on my side? Are you a robot? What the Man, I hope this is a good arrest for you, brother. Hope you feel good about this one. What a bad not even letting me call my mom. Hope you feel tough, brother. Right? Feel tough? Feel like a solid 10-15 for you. Man, you're gonna hit the sack tonight and be like, damn, I really made a difference today, huh? I didn't let this officer call his mom today. I'm so tough.
Thank you.
Man, I didn't even let him call his mom.
Yep, I hate
Man, I'm gonna hang my hat on that one.
Lost my mother to cancer.
That's sick. That's so sick, dude.
As officers compare notes for their reports, Marino can't help but offer his own take from the back seat.
Due to the call, we made sure to pay attention. What level writing is this? Patrol. We made sure to patrol the area. There we go.
My condolences, Mr. Aquarius.
Let's get better than like second grade writing here. Yeah, let's get it up to at least third grade here.
Sitting over the shoulder, reading the report.
Okay.
What did he say specifically?
No.
He was just making fun of the way it was written, talking about let's get it above a third grade level. Blah, blah.
Is that what he said?
Yeah. All right.
I'm glad they have cameras in the back.
He's what do you call it? His mood is like changing. First he was all happy and cool, then he got sad. He was pissed. Now he's pissed. He wants to be a jerk. So.
No, 88. You.
He's going through all the stages of being hammered.
As they make their way to the Duval.
See? What did I tell you? The police officer said exactly what I said. He was going through the stages of grief. He got caught up. There's no way he's going to get out of it. Nobody's going to scratch his back. Nobody's going to, coddle him. He's not going to get out of it. And this is why he reverted back to call my mommy, call my mommy. Why? Because obviously mommy always got him out of trouble. Mommy always was there to save the day. He ain't never had to really deal with any of his problems because mommy was always the one who got him out of everything and everything was good for him, right? So he reverted back to that. A lot of the signs of grief that he's given to is also shows that he does have a antisocial type of behavior about him. I'm not going to say that he is a full-blown antisocial personality disorder. However, I'm starting to see traits with it. The fact that he went from 0 to 100 in a split seconds of 30 minutes, he went through 5 different emotions. That shows me that he's on that spectrum, right? I can't diagnose them. I'm not a doctor or a psychologist, but he's on that spectrum. He's showing signs of being on that spectrum. Remember, I tell you about people who have antisocial personality disorder, they go from 0 to 100 with their emotions. 1 minute they're cold, the next minute they're warm, the next minute they're bubbly, the next minute they're sad, the next minute they're crying, the next thing, that's how their emotion fluctuates. You don't know what you're going to get. It's different when you're dealing with someone who is in psychopathy, because psychopathies or psychopaths, their emotions are flatline. They're mundane. They don't change. The way that they view a wedding is the same way that they view a funeral. And that's how you normally can tell the difference if you're dealing with someone who has antisocial disorder, or you're dealing with someone who's dabbling on the spectrum of psychopathy. But here we go. Sebastian said this guy is just an immature prick. Glenda said his daddy was beating his mom. Man, listen. Look, any man puts his hand on a female is a coward. We ASS bitch. You tell him, Bama. You tell him. Absolutely. 100%. Here we go, guys.
County Jail, Marino shifts his focus to the DUI officer, unleashing a string of insults.
Good job. Good job, DUI unit. Yeah, you got him this time, man. You got him. I really hope you hang your hat on this one tonight, brother. Your bald doesn't need to wear a hat. Hope you think you're big bad, huh? Right? Miller, right, Miller? Yeah, you're a big bad, huh? Yeah, big bad, huh? Your narrative looks like it was written by a 2-year-old.
The officer simply turns on the radio in the front seat, drowning out the rest of his insults.
That retarded grandmother could write better than that.
Hold on, mother. Sorry, Miss Joanne, about the curse, okay? So forgive me. Hold on, motherfucker. Not you disrespecting your grandmother. How you gonna say your grandmother retarded? You need to get your ass beat. You did all this talking about, come on, I need to just speak to my mom, and I didn't do anything, my life is over, and all this stuff like that. And now you're just being disrespectful. You're acting no different than the quote-unquote perps you said that you arrested, but you're supposed to be better. But look how you're acting. Now you're attacking a fellow officer for doing his job. Why you think you're shaming him for doing his job? See, you want him to play favoritism when he's actually doing what he's supposed to do. This is when we have people doing what they're supposed to do correctly. And now when you're not benefiting for it, you think you're going to shame him. Oh, you think you ain't it right, brother? Ain't it right, brother? You think you the man? You got one today? You should be really proud of this arrest. Yes, he should be proud of this arrest, just like if he's proud for any other arrest that he has to commit, he should be proud that he did his job. But here you are sitting up here trying to shame him. Now you think you want to curse him out. And it's like, come on now, you're acting childish. You're acting so childish. Nobody did nothing to you. You did everything to yourself. You did everything. Every decision that you made was a decision that you made by yourself. Nobody put a gun to your head. Nobody forced you to do that. Nobody forced you to get forceful with your girlfriend. Nobody forced you to drink and then have your service weapon and drive around in your patrol car. Nobody told you to do any of that. And did y'all look at his service car? What the hell is going on? Now listen, Linda. Listen. Shout out to the Lindas. If the Lindas are listening. Hi, Lindas. But listen, Linda. I don't know what was going on in that patrol car, but that shit was atrocious. I'm used to seeing that with us females because we carry a lot of shit. We be having this bag, that bag. Sometimes we have our bag for our shoes and stuff like that. We're always with kids. You know what I'm saying? So I expect a woman's car to look like that, not a man. You know what I'm saying? Like men keep their cars Very, very clean, very, very tidy. That's their baby. Their room is different, but their car is always looking immaculate. I don't know what the hell was going on in there. That didn't even look like the car that you use on the job. The car can't look like that. Who you putting in the back seat like that? You had a pill bottle back there, papers and stuff. Like that shit was crazy. I don't know. You got something going on there, buddy. You gonna have to figure that shit out. Like I said, I never see a man car look like that. Never. I see that with women, and I know why. Sometimes my car look like that, and I'm like, damn, I gotta clean my fucking car and wash it. And I like to do it. I like to do it myself. I like to wash my car and detail my car myself, right? Unless if I don't have the time, then I'll take it to an actual car washer. But other than that, I do it myself. That's like a little hobby for me. But he gonna have to figure something out. That car looked atrocious. It really did. Sorry, not sorry. Let's see. Sebastian said there's definitely nuances to the opinion. If my girlfriend ever put her hands on me, I'm going to defend myself. I understand what you're saying. Nobody should ever out their hands on their boyfriends or girlfriends in a relationship. I agree. Nobody should ever put their hands on anyone. Yeah, he talked about his own grandma like that. That's crazy. He was like, oh, you're writing. He was like, my retarded grandma writing is better than yours. Like, why are you insulting your grandma? What your grandma do? She ain't do nothing. Ooh, man, listen, you ingrate? What the hell is wrong with you? This guy is no better than the people he arrested before. I agree. Miss Aquarius said, keep your hands, feet, and all other objects to yourself like they taught us in school. Exactly. I don't know. They might have to reteach that again because I don't know. People don't understand that. Just don't touch. Don't touch. Don't do this. Don't touch that. Like we used to put things on the what's name. Do not touch this. Like, I don't know. Donna said, just wait. He's going to start talking about his girlfriend, dad. Yeah, I believe so, too. I definitely believe he's going to start talking about the girlfriend and he's going to start talking about the girlfriend, dad. Once they bring him in and they say, hey, we spoke to your girlfriend and it was something that was going on. What led to you drinking tonight? He's going to start blaming her. I assume. Watch. Shout out to Moa again for sending 2 jewels for $100. Thank you so much, bro. I truly, truly appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Donna said they're going to use that recording against him. Watch. I agree. They should. They absolutely should. Exactly. He did that shit to himself. Yes, exactly. Listen, Linda. Yeah. Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Okay? Yeah. Right. Men, their cars be spotless, man. They be having their cars smelling like a new car, smelling good. Ain't a lint of lint or nothing in these bad boys, right? You can't talk about their closet. You can't talk about their rooms. That's for the special types, the ones who are really, really tidy. But normally, all men car be like spotless. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you ain't wrong. It's the truth. I'm not lying. You can't have your car looking like, yes, you can't. Come on now. How you gonna have somebody jumping in your car and it smelling like fish and chips and cigarette buzz and looking like it went through a garbage disposal, and you trying to get somebody in your car? It's not gonna work. Y'all gotta be y'all always on point. Like your car gotta be ready just in case you gotta put a nice little beautiful lady in your car. Like that's how y'all move. Don't ask me how I know. I have many brothers, but that's how I know. Okay. All right. And it goes both ways. Yeah. Look, I would never put my hands on a female. I'm in a relationship. My daughter, I would have always protect my 15-year-old daughter and my girlfriend. No, I understand. And how's everything going? Didn't you just recently get married, Bama? I bet it goes both ways because not too many would want to go there. Well, let's finish this off. Let's see what else. Obviously, he's having a tantrum. Let's see.
Piece of DUI. All right, appreciate it, man. Thank you for that. Hope that makes you feel big and bad.
While Officer Marino is transported to the pretrial detention facility, his police cruiser is brought to a waiting JSO lieutenant and searched for evidence.
There's like a backpack right here.
Right.
There's a bottle in there.
Hi, Regina from San Francisco. How you doing? Happy Saturday to you, dear.
I'll do it.
In the bag, they also locate a fully loaded firearm, as well as cans of non-alcoholic seltzer.
Yeah.
Mixer. Making mules.
With it, yeah, he's got his mint right there.
Oh, okay,
According to police
Bama,
records,
okay.
Officer Justin Marino refused a breathalyzer test at the Duval County Jail, and no records indicate that a subsequent blood alcohol test was ever performed. In a press release on Facebook, Jacksonville Sheriff Waters stated that following his arrest, which marks the 5th arrest of a JSO employee in 2023, 26-year-old Justin Marino was suspended without pay and stripped of his police powers pending an internal investigation. When we reached out to confirm, we were informed that he resigned. Though Justin Marino was originally charged with driving under the influence, prosecutors agreed to reduce his charge to reckless driving, a second-degree misdemeanor. In March of 2024, he entered a no-contest plea, and the court withheld adjudication, meaning no formal conviction was entered. He was sentenced to 12 months of probation, 50 hours of community service, completion of DUI school, and participation in an online victim impact panel. With all conditions met, the case is now officially closed, leaving him with no criminal DUI conviction. Public records show Justin Marino is listed as eligible for law enforcement employment in his hometown of Plymouth, Massachusetts. After seeing what appears to be photos of Justin Marino on the Plymouth County Sheriff's Office Facebook page, we reached out to confirm whether he's employed with their department. The Director of External Affairs replied via email stating, "We do not comment on personnel matters." If you'd like to see select new videos early and help us keep uncovering case files that rarely come to light, you'll find extra footage and unseen details on our Patreon. Channel memberships here on YouTube also include early access.
Shout out to EWU. That's another channel that I get these cases and videos for you guys. Go ahead and go over there, like and subscribe to them. I always appreciate them with their videos. They don't give me no trouble. So shout out to them. Here's the thing. That's one thing I don't agree with, right? Like when it comes down to domestic violence, you have a numerous of records of police involved shootings and or disciplinary actions that are reports being sent in by constituents or members of the community about the way how you're dealing with them or handling them, things of that sort. I don't think that these individuals should be able to have their record sealed, be removed from that department or be removed from that state department and be able to reapply in another department and then have that sealed, right? I'm not in agreement with it. I'm not. I understand why they have that rule out there or that possibility out there because, like, for example, I'm gonna give you a guy's example. Let's say there's a police shooting and it turns out that it was warranted, right? Let's say everything was done, all the dots was done and everything like that. It was a clean, what's the name? Now the family his family and himself is in danger. He can no longer be in that community anymore. There could be threats on his family, threats on his life. He's a source, a sore eyes, especially if it's a very publicized shooting or something like that sort. So they have to be able to relocate and be able to join another department if they still want to be within that career field. So that was the real reason why they had that type of system available for individuals because of those type of situations. But now in these type of situations, those individuals who do bad and it's caught on camera or whatever not that they did bad, they also can use that same system. And I think that that's a problem. Me personally, I don't like it. I don't like it at all unless it's been a proven track record that that individual has changed and went through all the everything that they need to do, right? I don't see it. I don't really see it. So what he did, he just went to a different he resigned from that job and he went into another job. He went state police instead of local police. And let's see, he's still young. He's a young pup. Let's see he does the right thing. Hopefully he doesn't have any more cases involving him doing something like that, or having DUIs or domestic violence and stuff. Like let's just hope the best for him. I'm just glad that nobody else got hurt. Nobody was hurt by his drunk driving. His girlfriend was shooken up. We could tell that she was kind of abused, or whether verbally abused by this man. Hopefully they're no longer in a relationship. And I just, like, at the end of the day, I just hope that if anything, he learned his lesson and he's moving forward with it. But I don't really agree with him being able to move to another department. I don't personally agree. Let's see. Bama said, "What the F's going on? That city, somebody F with the Kool-Aid in that." I said he was going to get suspended with no pay. You did say that, Donna. You definitely did. And he kept his job. Right. And he just was able to go to another department. He was still on the list, because there's a list in their system that you can move to different departments. If you're a police officer, you don't have to necessarily go to academy unless you want to be like a detective or something like that. Then you have to take special tests to be a white shirt and stuff like that, All right, let's see. Yes, join the membership and support algorithm. Thank you, Moa. Thank you. Truly appreciate you. Sebastian said, "Wow, he got off easy. No jail time." Yeah, and his he has no misdemeanor. His misdemeanor case is sealed. It's sealed now. He did everything that he needed to do. The community service, going to DUI therapy or counseling, community service. He so everything was sealed. They sealed his shit up like how they would do a underage criminal. You know what I'm saying? Like, or a juvenile. I would say that, because I'm not gonna say criminal, but an underage juvenile. They once they reach the age of 18, their cases are necessarily they're sealed. So they can be 18 years old and not have a criminal record because it's sealed, because they're underage. Thank you, Bama. I truly appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Moa said, "For suggestion cases, leave it in the comment section after the live. Thanks." Thank you so much, Moa. Truly appreciate it. Bama says, "Veneer to be respectful in MJ stream. Remember to double tap, like the subscribe, share her stream and channel. Thank you. Thank you very much." Sebastian said, "Hey MJ, I forgot something. Don't you have a degree in criminal justice?" I don't have a degree in criminal justice. I do have 3 degrees. It's not in criminal justice, but I definitely do work with law enforcement. Remember, be respectful, MJ. Oh, okay, you're doing it again. Okay. Hi Jerry. Happy Saturday, and thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's pretty much what ends up happening. Most of the time, they just end up transferring them from different departments. Yes, I agree. All right, so I have one more case for you good folks. Just go ahead and hit the like button for me. I truly appreciate it. Again, it helps the channel. Share this out to anyone who likes these immersive conversations where we could discuss current cases, new cases, old cases, you name it. We discuss it here, all right? You can also hit the down button too if you're not enjoying what you're watching so far. It still helps the channel. Truly appreciate it. And like my good friend Moa said, if you have any cases that you would like me to review on this channel at the end of the live stream, go ahead and put it in the comment section. I read all my comments, guys. You can put whatever you want. You can give me cases. You can say, "Hey, I like the stream. I don't like the stream." I do appreciate engagement. So thank you in advance. All right. So last but not least, the last case that I have you good folks, and I'm going to let y'all enjoy the rest of your Saturday. And I'm going to get some food in my system, okay? Because I'm hungry. Chicken's hungry. Anyway, ignorant teen realizes he just became a killer. So apparently, this is going to be a trigger warning, guys. It has to do with teens. You know how I feel about underage children and teenagers being involved in criminality, whether if they are the victim or the suspect. So trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. If you have to step away, please do. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Do what you need to do to keep your peace, okay? I want everybody to be good. But we're going to have to take a look at this, okay? So let me go ahead and pull up my screen and we can get into it. All right. I hope you guys see this. And here we go.
On April 4th, 2023, Christian Crespin and his mother, Christina Withrow, were both arrested and brought in for interrogation after a homeless female was shot and killed outside of their apartment complex. The police know that one of the two pulled the trigger, but they're not sure who. Christina claims that she is the gunman, but the police have reason to believe that she may be protecting her son. Either way, both mother and son are put into interrogation rooms and told to wait. The detectives decide to start with Christina. Christina doesn't know that the victim died at the scene, and the detectives want to keep it that way.
Don't go in that walkway. Don't stay out of the alleyway. Stay off of this property, please. You know. And then she started screaming. I was like, please just leave, just leave, just leave. You know, please leave. And my son's here. Like, I would feel protected, and I was scared because all these people that come in, you never know what they're gonna do. You don't know what. Almost everything in our neighborhood has some kind of weapon on them. She was screaming, and then she was walking away, and then she turned around and she was like running towards me, and I was like,
so she started, who's she? I'm sorry.
So, I don't know, a homeless lady, drug addict, like they're, and it's always been going, like every day.
Have you seen her before?
No.
Never?
Not that I can remember. They all look the same to me. I'm not trying to be mean, but there's always different people there in that neighborhood, in front of the houses. I've never experienced anything like this before. It puts a lot of stress on you, especially as a parent.
So you saw her like on the property, and you're telling her just leave, don't go on that walkway, and she said, I'm just getting my laundry basket.
Oh, this ain't whatever, some basket on the ground. You know, it's just screaming. I don't know, like, we've been telling people that come around, we know it's facing drugs over here, leave our basket. Not from over the car, no I didn't. I don't know what she was doing or grabbing. She just could have been grabbing anything. She was just talking shit, you know? And screaming at me.
She's screaming at you.
So I was like, I have a gun, you know, I would like to. I mean, I've gotten used to having to pull the gun out and be like, hey, skedaddle, and hoping that does something.
Okay, so you pulled the gun out and then what happened? Where were you when you pulled the gun out?
In the parking lot.
And it's important for you to be honest with us and tell us what happened. I don't know what's going to happen, and when I do know, I will absolutely tell you, or legally I can tell you.
Again, I already know that. Okay? And there was people out there watching.
I'm sure.
Okay? So I need you to be honest, not only for you.
Have you talked to Christian?
Christina wants to know if they have spoken with her son yet, most likely because she wants to know what he said. The detectives don't give her any information, so she decides it's best to just tell them the truth.
You can't shoot at somebody and not be afraid to shoot at somebody or pull a gun on somebody. And so this woman's still screaming at me, and then she's starting to come towards me, and I'm getting afraid. And I said, Christian, my son goes shooting all the time. All my kids do. They're all trained to use a gun, except for me. It's making me really stupid. What the fuck is so stupid thing?
So I'm not really sure if I'm sure that she's under some form of influence. Don't know what type it is. She could be under medication. She can be taking pills, street pills or whatever not. But she does seem like, she's a little shamble. And I'm not really sure whether or not, did I hear her correctly? Like, because at first it seemed like she was trying to do everything to separate her son from the situation. And then now it seemed like she's kind of like throwing her son under the bus, which is quite odd, but quite odd for a mother to do, but not necessarily for a mother who's under influence or might have a drug problem. That's not uncommon to do, right? They're not really necessarily thinking straight, and they're thinking about self-preservation, or they're thinking about whatever's going to get them out, whatever's going to get them to their drug of choice. So they tend to do things that, we wouldn't really necessarily expect the mother to do. We expect the mother to be a protector, a protector, mama bear, protects her cubs. And, but it just seemed like a few minutes ago that she just kind of threw her children under the bus. She said that all her children are trained to carry weapons or to use weapons. So that means that you're also trained to use weapons too. I mean, are you the one who trained them, or was their father the one who's trained them? But let's go on. Let's see what else she has to say.
So she starts coming towards you.
I asked him if he could put one only a few feet away from her, not hit her, because I know he's a good shot. So she, because I was afraid she scared me. My son's, I'm afraid for my life. I don't want to, because I'm not a good shot. I don't want to shoot because I might actually hit her by accident, because I don't know how to shoot that good. And so he said, yes, I said, sure, because I don't hurt her, but I was scared, why would I do that? I don't know what I was thinking. I've never done anything like this before.
So you asked him, can you put one next to her?
Next to her, like a few feet away. That's what she would leave, because I was afraid. Next to her.
And what did you mean by that? Just
like feet, like 2 to 3 feet away from her, so it would go by, so she'd be like, and then leave us alone. I thought he was gonna stop, and he shot 2 more times. And it just scared the shit out of me. I was like, no, give me that, and then I was like, oh fuck, because he didn't want to leave, and I was like, I'll just tell him I didn't. And you could go. I told him.
How did Christian get the gun then if it was in your pocket?
I handed it to him.
Oh, okay. So
that's the most decision I could have ever made in my life.
And you wanted him just to shoot her 2 to 3 feet away from her.
Away from her,
and then he said he shot 2 more rounds.
After, I think because she kept coming towards us, and I think he was getting afraid, that she was coming to do.
I think I've seen this before. I think I might have even covered this on this channel before. This seemed like the one where he shot 3 individuals. He said that they were doing drugs and stuff in the house, and he shot them, I think, through a fence or something like that. I'm not sure. It seems quite similar to that, but lo and behold, we're going to continue to go through it because it's not that long. But lo and behold, she literally admitted that she gave the gun to her son, right? And your son used it. At any time you and your son could have went away, y'all could have called the cops, y'all could have used your cell phones, right? But you purposely gave the gun, and you said you wanted to scare her off. I mean, I guess, right? But normally if you pull out a weapon, you have, you better use it, right? Normally, right? I don't know what to say about this. There's a lot going on. I don't know whether if she's actually trying to protect her child at this point, because it kind of seems like she's kind of throwing him under the bus. Hey, he didn't mean to do it, and I said I'll do it, and I said I'll take the blame and everything like that. Make yourself seem like a good mother, but truly you're not. You're not necessarily making yourself seem like a good mother by telling the detectives that it was actually your son that did it, and you told him that you would take the blame for it. Now you're a part of it, and your son is a part of it. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't think that she was necessarily really thinking about the situation in totality, but let's go on. Let's see what else she has to say.
Do something to us. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
And where did those other 2 rounds go?
I don't know. I think it was the last that possibly hit her, because she didn't say anything at first. I was like, oh, thank God, because that scared me when he pulled the trigger to it. I was like, oh my gosh, and it stopped, like that, and it looked like, to me, it was possibly too close there. So I mean, the first shot.
Hey, Mr. Conti, how are you doing? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Thank you.
What happened after that 3rd shot with the gun? Where'd it go now? Did he give it to you? Or did
give me that? And then I was like, why didn't you listen to me? I said, what a way. And he was like,
so you said, give me that. Did he give you the gun?
Yes.
Okay. And then what happened after that?
Right after I got the gun thrown on, I was like, oh my gosh, because I heard the girl say, you shot me, homegirl. And I was like, no, I didn't. I don't see anything. You look fine to me. Because she turned around and she was walking away towards the Murphys on the sidewalk. I'm like, what the fuck is she walking?
Was that after
shot. I thought she was full shit. I thought, because a lot of people in that neighborhood can't believe anything they say.
When did she start walking away after the first shot?
No, after the third shot. After the third shot, she was walking towards us. Then she turned around and started walking away. So I thought, oh, thank God nothing happened. That's what I thought. Nothing happened. I thought she was okay. And I thought, oh my God, I was scared.
Did the girl have a weapon on her?
I have no idea.
Did you see a gun on her? Did you see...
Everybody in there carries weapons, knives, guns.
Did you see one? And don't lie, because we already know this answer. So
I don't know.
Did you see a gun?
I don't think. I have no idea. She had a weapon on her knife, but I was afraid that she did because people in there are scary and they don't even care about weapons. So then I'm afraid that she was going to come at us and hurt us or take the weapon or jump on me anyway.
Christina claims that she and her son acted in self-defense, but if that's the case, why was the victim shot in the back?
So I'm going to ask you this question, maybe you can answer this for me. If she was...
Yeah, that self-defense is right out the window. That self-defense case is right out the window if the victim had a bullet hole in their back. That means that they weren't facing you. It's a lot because I'm trying to dissect what she's going through. She's doing a lot of rambling. Like I said, that's because she's under the influence. She has anxiety. You know, there's a lot going on right here. But one thing I'm very clear of is that she had more than one opportunity, her and her son, to walk away, to go get law enforcement involved. They did not have to take out the weapon. And then now clearly to see that she was walking away, and she even said after the third shot, not one shot. So again, if you took out the weapon to be a warning shot, then you wouldn't have shot 2 additional times. One would have been good enough, right? You know, but no, you shot 2 more times. Then she says, walking away, you hit me. You didn't say, oh my God, are you all right? I'm sorry. Let me call the ambulance. Nothing. You haven't even tried to assist her. You thought that she was fine and everything was okay, even though you said out your own mouth that she told you that you shot her, right? So they're going to take that into consideration too, right? They're going to take into consideration of why you took out the gun, why law enforcement wasn't involved initially if they were coming at you and attacking you. Why you didn't call the ambulance and the EMS when shots after shooting and the person said that they shot you and you had no real reason. You didn't want to hurt her. You just wanted to quote unquote scare them off. They're going to take all of that into consideration. But truly, I think that they're going to be focused a little bit more on her son. We're going to hear what her son says and eventually, because obviously if the girl got hit or somebody else got hit, I don't really think that these cops believe that she did anything, like she was involved with that. I don't think they believe that at all. Donna said, that's too much drama. And if the girl's homeless, what does she got? A paper bag, right? Mm-hmm.
Walking towards you. Why is there a gunshot in her back?
She told herself right here when she said she got shot.
Okay. So why is there a gunshot on her neck?
I don't know. She was walking towards us.
Did your son shoot her as she was walking away?
As she turned, I don't know.
That's important right now. Did your son shoot her?
I think it was 3 people, but
I'm almost
the people that she's playing
that she was looking at us the whole time. And then she grabbed herself, she turned around, she started walking, and she said, and then she turned back around and she said, you shot me home, girl. That's what she said. And I was like, what?
Christina decides she doesn't want to talk anymore, so the detectives let her smoke a cigarette. When she finishes, Christina is charged with first-degree murder. The detectives then go and speak with her son. They spend the first 30 minutes talking with Christian about his life, doing their best to make him comfortable. Eventually, the conversation changes, and they begin asking him about the apartment complex he lives in.
So you mentioned earlier about the apartment complex having problems and like there being like a lot of homeless. Have you been experiencing that recently?
It could have been
yeah,
like
a lot of homeless. They come and they mess with stuff. They go behind empty apartment buildings we have in the back, and they go and just stay there. Recently, they took the lock off our gate, so now we can't lock it.
Oh man, that's frustrating. How does the homeless make you feel?
There's not much we can do.
Yeah.
But
how do you feel? Like, do you feel safe in that area?
Well, I'd rather be in that area with all the neighbors that I know have guns than in an area that people don't.
Yeah, that's true, huh? Do you guys have any guns?
Yeah.
What kind of guns you guys got?
So my stepdad has a pistol, and then my brother has a 12 gauge and a 22.
What about your mom? Does she have any guns?
No, she can't because she's a medical card.
Oh, for weed?
Yeah.
You can't have a gun for medical?
I think you can't own one, and then you have to open carry.
Oh, gotcha. Well, open carry, I see that. I didn't realize with like smoking and stuff. Do you smoke?
Yeah.
Yeah. How does it make you feel when you smoke?
It's not much different.
Calms you down?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So, we're here because we want to know exactly what happened yesterday, okay? And I think it's important for us to hear your side of exactly what happened. We've talked with a few people, so I'm interested in hearing your side of what happened. I think it's important, especially with something like this. So I just want to backtrack just a little bit to when you're changing your tire in the parking lot.
Yes.
So let's talk about that one.
All right. So while I was changing my tire, my mom saw someone go towards the back of the apartments where they're not supposed to be. So the first apartment in the back there, actually someone rents. On top of that, another one, the next one after that is also rented out. Okay. And then the other two, I believe, are abandoned because they were infested. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of the times the crackheads will go back there.
Yeah.
And so she told her not to go back there, and she's all get off the property and all this, my mom. And so she pulled out her gun as the crackhead was walking away, was like, you better get off the property. And so when that happened, crackhead started to walk towards my mom.
So there's the mess up right there. That's the mess up right there. Yeah, he doesn't know that his mom already ratted him out, that he was the one that pulled the gun. He doesn't know that his mom said that the gun was in her purse and she handed it to him. So any of the shooting is going to be on him. Any gun residue or GSR is going to be on him. It's not going to be on her because she didn't shoot the gun. And he already just said, oh, well, mom pulled out the gun. The person was walking towards us. One thing that you have to make notice of is that these particular drug addicts, right, or crackheads, they weren't on their property. They were literally passing by to go to this vacant area where their home was. The mom came out of nowhere and pretty much was telling them not to go there and you're not allowed to go there. And he was sitting up there at his car fixing his tire wheel and stuff like that. So that means that they involved themselves. And at one point, I'm not saying that they couldn't tell them, hey, listen, you're not supposed to go there. That's trespassing. Please leave. You don't live here, right? Or you're loitering. They could have said that, or they could have called police. Like I said before, they were at their domain. They were at their home, and they didn't necessarily go on their property. They was going around their property. So that means that they made it their business to get involved with these people. So now with what he's saying, and I think, like I said, I really do think I reviewed this before. But anyway, I don't believe his story, and I don't believe the lady's story that these individuals approached them. I don't believe it at all. I believe that they went following them and was cursing at them. Those people was paying them no mind. And they was like, you know what? He was like, listen, we're going to shoot at them. If they're not going to leave by us just saying it, we're going to shoot at them. And hopefully they'll scatter and run. And they ended up hitting a young lady. That's what I assume, everything that transpired. Let's see. Donna said, don't tell me she borrowed her back there. Mm-hmm. Should I call the cops? Right. Like, you don't even call the cops, though? Not once. You don't call the cops.
And my mom handed me the gun after that, was like, here. So I let off 3 shots.
What happened when you left the 3 shots?
The crackhead lady, as she was walking down the street, she said, you shot me. I don't know, she was walking, so.
Yeah. Did she keep walking, or what happened?
Yeah, she kept walking, and then I guess she fell down the street.
Okay. Did you see her fall down?
No.
No? When your mom handed you the gun, did she say anything to you?
She said shoot around her and not towards her, and that's what I did. But
when you what gun were you shooting?
My stepdad's.
Was that the brown gun?
Yeah.
Okay. Where were you in the parking lot when you?
So I was at the end there where the two spaces are. I was in the second space.
Yeah.
I walked from where I was changing my tire and I shot through the fence. The homeless lady, she was starting to walk away, and then she came.
Okay.
And she was coming at my mom. So.
Okay. How was she coming at your mom?
Like aggressively, like saying, "Oh, I'm not afraid of a gun. I'll shoot me." So. I'm not sure. I didn't look.
Yep, I remember this one too, sweetheart. I remember this one. Yep.
So you're here first, and she's over here.
Yes.
And you said she was walking away.
Yes. And so my mom comes back, or my mom's standing right there with. So my mom would be like right there, standing with. And so as she's walking away, she pulls out the gun, and threatens her with it, like, get off the property or I'll shoot you. Mm-hmm. And so she starts walking towards my mom, and so that's when my mom handed me the gun. Okay. And I let off 3 shots to try and scare her away, but I guess one hit.
How do you feel?
It's not how I would think I would feel. I just don't know. It's hard to process.
I understand. Have you ever shot a gun like that before?
Well, yeah, I've gone shooting, so.
Yeah. When you were here and you were pointing the firearm, the gun at her.
Yes.
Was your mom saying anything to her?
I don't believe so, but I'm not sure.
Okay. And what was she saying?
She was all, shoot me is all, I'm not afraid of no gun. So.
And then you let off 3 shots?
Yeah.
Where were you aiming at when you let off those shots?
I was just aiming outward like this, and just boom, boom, boom. So.
What did you do after?
My mom told me to leave after, so I just left.
And is that where you went to your friend's house
Hello,
after that?
Mr. Bob. Welcome.
And did you take the gun with you? Where's the gun?
No, I'm not sure where the gun is. She took it with her, so.
Did you give the mom
I gave the gun
to your mom?
Yeah.
Okay. And what happened? So you just left right away? You didn't see anything else after that?
No, she told me to leave, so I just left.
Okay. Did you think about calling 911?
No, not really. Everybody was already calling 911, so.
Okay. You said you went back to your house a little bit later on.
Yeah.
What did you get when you went back to your house?
I didn't grab nothing, so I was going to, but there's a lot of stuff, so.
Now that they have his confession, they need to figure out if he acted in self-defense. Was he justified in firing the weapon near the victim?
Yeah, guys, we're not gonna continue to go through all this because I did this before. You can look at when I'm go back in my channel and you'll see this case if you want to see it again. We're gonna end it right here. At the end of the day, they find out that neither one of them was a victim. He shot through the fence. They were not coming at him at any point of time. They tried to scare them, and while they were walking away, he was shooting. He shot 3 times. Both of them, his mom and her, got 1st-degree murder. I remember this case very well. So we're not going to review it again because I have already reviewed it on this channel. So that would be kind of redundant. All right, guys. So those are the last cases for you that I have for you. Like I said, I'm not gonna make y'all go through that again. When y'all could just go on my channel and you will see it yourself. You'll see my review of this particular case. I want to appreciate everyone who was able to rock out with me on a Saturday. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all decided to rock out with MJ and I appreciate it. I definitely do. I don't know if I gotta check my schedule. I don't know if I'm off tomorrow or whatever not, but when I do have the next day available, I will put out a notification and I'll come up with new cases. Again, like I said, at the end of this live stream, go ahead and put down in the comment section whether you liked the show or you didn't like the show, because I like good criticism to help build the channel. Also, any videos or cases that you want me to review, you can go ahead and put it down there, and I heart my comments, guy. I always do. I do appreciate you guys. Really do. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, okay? Stay safe. Stay blessed up. Prayers and everything, for your family and everything. I just hope everything's going well with everyone. I wish everybody a good thing, right? So again, I will see you the next time. Oh yeah, so look out for that. Like, I hope y'all go and look at my D4VD video if you could. I truly appreciate it. I put a lot of work into it. Very many like sleepless nights trying to do the best I can. You can also critique it on the bottom. Tell me things that I could fix with it. I truly appreciate it. The next video, a pre-recorded video I'm going to do, is going to be on a specific case. I will let you guys know. And also with the Nolan Wells case, with more of the information that will come out, I will do a video on that. So that's going to be later on down the road, because if y'all have not heard already, the initial reports for the autopsy, or the initial autopsy for Nolan Wells, has now been sealed and is going to be directed to the grand jury. So we will not get any details and information about the initial autopsy done by the Mississippi Medical Examiner until the grand jury occurs with that. So we are pretty much at a standstill right now. There's a lot of other investigations going on. It's going to be tight sealed. So I'm waiting for that, right? We already seen what the independent autopsy have given us. Be very careful with the pictures and stuff that's going on out there, guys. Some people are making AI of situations and stuff. Like, just be mindful. I'm not trying to say don't look and research and observe. Please do that, but just be very careful that there's people on either side that can be, causing confusion and trying to disrupt, get into the truth about what happened to Nolan Wells. And like I said, recipes to Nolan Wells and his family and many other individuals, okay? But that video is going to come out way later. It's going to probably be in August or September, because I got to get all the proceedings. I got to get all the findings. I got to get all the prosecutor's findings, everything that's going to be administered to the grand jury, right? I have to get all that. I want the documentation to actually show y'all so we can go through it, all right? So that I'm going to hold off on that. So until then, enjoy the rest of your night, guys. I talk to you later. Take care and bye-bye.